today on this,
Ayo.
much warmer.
Be and windy too, which is nice.
Not as like F you in the face
Yeah,
cold,
just-
you know?
Straight punch to the gut.
Yeah. So little vulnerable today. Got stuck with the old car issue that everybody gets in life, right? You get something, your day's going well, and then all of a sudden, something happens. That happened to your boy yesterday. I have no idea what goes on with cars. I don't know how cars work. I just know that I get home and my engine's got a little bit of smoke coming out of it. Not a mechanic, but know that that's not a good sign.
Need to change that.
Got to figure that out. So call my friendly mechanic. I'm like, hey, man, you mind if you take a look at my car? He's like, yeah. He's like, what's happening? I was like, there's something leaking from the bottom of my car at an aggressive rate. I think it's my antifreeze hose. It's got a leak into it. That wasn't the case. It was some sort of like water pump thing. So $900 later, it'll be fixed. How about that on a Monday?
Classic. Love it.
You know,
Yes.
just
Happy New Year.
Just a test
Merry
of the Lord,
Christmas.
man. Patience shall prevail.
Exactly right.
Right?
Yep.
Praise
Yep.
be.
Take a breath.
So Mac's going to take me to Lee Summit after the show. I hope
Hey-o,
you're ready.
let's go.
Go completely out of your way to come back to your way.
Yes. No worries.
But you're a good man.
We're going to be chilling.
Doing something nice for somebody.
Exactly right.
And then shout out to our buddy, Aussie Robert.
Aussie.
Dude picked me up this morning, brought me to the studio free of charge.
I mean, and
What a
that's goat stuff, man.
What a guy.
5 a.m. Yeah, man, I got you.
You know, when you say, do nice things for people you never know, didn't have to pay for an Uber.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay for an Uber home.
Didn't have to like schedule. You had to schedule it.
Nope.
It's early morning.
Because that screwed me at Gulf Shores. Had to be at the airport by 11:30. So I scheduled a 10 a.m. Uber, 9:59. Whoever
Cancel.
then dropped it.
No.
So then I'm like starting to be like, okay, panic mode's kicking in.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And I'm like, okay, I need to get to the airport. I have and everybody's gone.
10 a.m. mover for 11:30 flight. That's ballsy.
Yeah, dude. It was like 55 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Well, it was a 12 p.m. flight. I just want to be at the airport by
Oh,
11.
gotcha. Go, okay, yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's better.
Luckily, a guy picked me up. He looked like the scientist from Independence Day. And
Okay.
when he gets choked out by the alien, he's like talking to the mirror. He's like, open the door.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my driver. This is fun.
Dude, that sucks though, man.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal. Brutal Monday, for sure. But you know what? Patience
stuff.
shall prevail.
Yes.
It's not the end of the world.
The car will be better today.
Yeah, for sure. And then it'll be something else in a month.
Of course.
That's just the way life works, man. You
Yes,
just
sir.
gotta take the tests and roll through with them. So it's fun. But yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to Aussie Robert. I appreciate everybody that's able to help your boy out. So I try not to ask for much. It pains me to do that, but sometimes it's okay to ask your friends for help.
You have
so
to.
I appreciate all of you guys doing that. Because even Christmas was brutal, right?
Yes.
Should we tell this
This is
story?
a great story. You got to say this.
Okay.
Yes.
So Christmas, right? So for years, my dad and my stepmother have had like a 42-inch TV in their living room.
Have you
sitting
told
on-
them you're going to tell this?
No.
story? Okay, good.
And my stepmother, Mary, and dad, they're P1s, dude. They listen all the time.
Yes,
So
they're locked
They're
in.
great people, right? So Thanksgiving, we go over there. My stepdad, big tech guy, works for Blue Cross Blue Shield, does all this stuff. And he's got like this 80-inch on his wall. He's big,
Flex.
watches a lot of shows. He spends a lot of his time. Good investment. So we go over to my dad's house, and my sister, Summer, goes, it's so weird coming from, Jeff's house to here. He's got that huge 80-inch TV. And I'm like, Summer.
Jeez.
And
Skip
at
it.
the time, my stepmom's like, she's like, well, I'm never going to get a new TV. Like, why would why would I pay for that? This one's just fine. And I'm like, all right, Christmas, I'm going to buy my parents a new TV. So I go to Costco, get a, 65-inch TV, and I'm going to take it over to my dad's house. I get over there on Christmas morning. I walk in, and I'm going to surprise him, right? Like, hey, before we go eat lunch, should we watch the games on this? And just see their reaction.
And then boom.
Right?
Yes.
They had no idea. I walk in, Christmas Day, dad's house. I look to my left, brand new TV stand. Yeah, dude.
Classic.
Yeah, test of God, dude. And so
That's just movie stuff, dude.
and I'm just like, oh, you got a new TV? He goes, yep, you're in the right house. We decided to make a purchase a week ago. And I'm like, oh,
Sweet.
nice. So then I go in the kitchen. I'm like, I didn't think you guys were going to get a new TV. And my stepmom's like, well, I said I wasn't going to get like a 70-inch. And I was like, well, you got a 65-inch. And
so-
now it's not that much different. But yeah,
The
so
5 inches makes a big difference. So
especially on a Tuesday. So it was one of those things where like I thought I nailed it.
Wow.
Thought I was gonna go there, and then I walked in. I was like, oh, that's great. So then like before we started opening gifts, I was like, by the way, I I was going to do this. And then they're like, oh, well, that's nice. And so, yeah. So,
No, sorry.
yeah, get the car back and take TV back. And
TV back.
You know, so basically subtract it. Maybe that's a sign.
I was about to say, that's exactly
like,
right. You're saving that money.
Right? Like now that money goes back to my account that goes towards the car,
Right
which
to the
is
car.
like, it works weird ways, dude. So, you know, always could be worse. But no, so last night's game, that's my story. So we don't need to hear my sob stories anymore. Welcome to 96.5 The Fan on a Tuesday. Mac Dusty Ligens with you. As of now, boy, do we have some juicy matchups
Man.
for what could be the playoffs. Because there's a lot of people that maybe this year they're like, Chiefs aren't in it. I'm not watching. Cap.
Yeah, come on.
It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. The obvious matchups that we'll probably get, I would think, in the first two slots on a Saturday would be the boring matchups, which is Houston versus Pittsburgh. That might be the end of Rodgers' career.
Yep. Yeah.
I fear for Aaron Rodgers, and that's as of right now. So if Baltimore loses, is the way it is. Now, if Baltimore wins, they would play Houston. I would also feel bad for Lamar Jackson, especially if he even plays. And we'll get into that a little bit later on and what that could mean for his future in Baltimore. But as of right now, Houston and Pittsburgh would play in the 5-4 in the AFC. Carolina, San Fran would play in the 5-4 in the NFC. That also could change if Tampa wins and Atlanta loses because there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
A lot of stuff.
Right.
The Rams screwed up last night. Big time.
Oh,
They
yeah.
changed everything.
In multiple ways.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if the MVP odds are out yet, but I would think that Drake May, because as of 5:30 this morning, Mac, they didn't have the odds up.
Yeah,
But I would think that it's either like, because what, Matthew Stafford yesterday was minus 220? Is that what it was, or 250?
Yeah, it was, 220 to 250. It moved in the morning.
And then I bet now it's like, I bet Stafford is minus 100. I bet Drake May is plus 100.
Yeah, I think they're locking it up. Drake May opens up this morning at minus 475. Matthew Stafford plus 320. It's done.
Wow.
It's over. Unless Drake May
What a hole.
throws 3 picks. Yeah. 700 points away as far as odds are concerned. Yeah.
What a flip, dude.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
What a flip. I was way off.
I mean, Stafford threw 2 picks last night. And 3 picks last night, and two of them were bad.
One was to the house.
Yeah.
And they don't win their division.
Yeah, on prime time. And that's the thing, like, primetime games, I think you mentioned that Parkins was talking about how that can elevate your MVP case. Well, it can also greatly deplete it. Yes.
Wow. That's nuts.
So MVP
dude.
done. Wow. Okay, there we go.
Okay, 475 with a minus in front of it.
Yeah.
And then Vrabel's what? Minus 250 to win Coach of the Year?
So Coach of the Year is still really close. Yesterday, Shanahan was barely the favorite, has now flipped. Vrabel barely the favorite at plus 110, Shanahan plus 150. And Mike McDonald, a distant third at plus 600.
So New England's just going to clean sweep this.
They might. Yeah, Coach of the, I mean, the Niners do play, the Niners have a big last game or no?
Niners play the Rams, don't they?
Oh, yeah. They do.
Seahawks play the... No. Seahawks play the Niners in Week 18.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, Seahawks play the Niners. So, and that's the Saturday night game that we're talking about. So, Kyle Shanahan can win Coach of the Year Saturday night.
Wow.
Potentially.
So moving on to what matchups could be as of right now, this is when it gets really fun. In the AFC, your 6-3 matchup going into the playoffs as of today would be the Chargers at Jacksonville.
Let's go.
Rematch. Who's the better quarterback?
Yep.
That's that narrative, at least from a scratching perspective.
Yeah, national, this is it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
NFC side, those Rams you just talked about as the 6th seed playing in Philadelphia, another rematch of last year.
Jeez.
NFC division game in the snow. You got to think this late in the year could happen again. LA will go to Philadelphia. And then, buddy old pal, it gets real fun. 7-2 matchup. Josh Allen and the Bills will go to New England and take on the MVP and Coach of the Year, Drake May and Mike Vrabel. I know that I'm hard. And you want to stay hard, you go to the NFC side where the Green Bay Packers will go to Chicago and see if Caleb can kill some beasts of a ghost in Green Bay's torturement of the Chicago Bears.
And it feels like that rivalry's starting to actually heat up and have some juice.
I mean, they're wearing the cheese grater hats on the sideline.
Yes, that's a new trend that I love. Why wasn't that a thing always? Oh, this is great. Dude, I am so psyched. I'm excited to see what can change from that in Week 18. I'm sure not much. Like you mentioned, Panthers-Bucks could be flopped. Ravens-Steelers could be flopped. And I'm sure that Seahawks-Niners game could flip the 1 seed, right? Yes, that's the 1 seed decider Saturday night. So that 1 seed could change as well. Off the top of my head, I know those are the things that could change. But yeah, it seems like we're kind of locked in here. And that Rams-Eagles matchup in the NFC is just
My attention's Bears-Packers.
No, I get that.
That with everything that if Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams win that game, they have bought themselves 3 years of locked-in status in Chicago.
Yeah, you can't say anything to me.
Because I don't think that this is a year where, because Chicago's defense is suspect at the least. But if you beat Green Bay in front of your home crowd in the playoffs after the way you just beat Green Bay in the regular season with the throw to DJ Moore and, 50 yards, 1 foot, Caleb Williams doing that thing where you're like the Leonardo DiCaprio, like, that's the guy. That's the one.
That's him. We've seen that.
And then you look at, which game do you put on Sunday Night Football? Do you put Buffalo, New England, or do you put Green Bay, Chicago?
I'm going to showcase Drake May and Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'm going to put those two guys at the height, at the peak. I need the most eyes on that. Quarterback sell.
Imagine if Josh Allen loses to Drake May.
Yeah, the narratives that are going to, obviously, yeah. Dude, that'd be crazy. It could happen. It could totally happen, especially with the Josh Allen injury. We know the Bills, as far as the roster is concerned, have major holes. Patriots are more talented, may have a better coach, and they have home field. Like, they're going to be favored. What would spread in that game?
3.
Yeah. I was going to say 3.5.
They'll get the classic home field spread.
Yep.
You'll love this text that we got last night. Says, Bijan needs to outscore Puka by 16 points for me to win my fantasy championship game. I think you got that.
Oh, yeah, I think he got that. I think he got that
93-yard touchdown run solidified that. Because I asked a question last night on Twitter, would you rather have Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs?
Ooh, yeah.
And I think it was unanimous. It was Bijan Robinson.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I would go Bijan
Troy
too.
Aikman would say Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, he would.
Glazing.
Jeez. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I would go Bijan, but it's close.
And then somebody says, I'm just tired of these referees screwing up games. I just can't do anymore with these referees completely changing games and outcomes, man.
Yeah, what was...
Maybe the catch. They thought maybe Puka had it, and they went back and reviewed it, and it was because I'm watching it, because 21-0.5, I'm like, all right, I'll watch the second, and then it's block kick, return for a touchdown. All of a sudden, it's 24-14 or 27-14. Then it's 21-27. Then I'm like, okay, we're standing for this one. And then Puka makes that acrobatic, what we thought was a catch.
One hand.
Not a catch. Game over. St. Louis, or not St. Louis, the Chargers, the Rams, lose everything. MVP, that's insane to me.
No, it's
minus
nuts.
475.
No, it's crazy. It's truly nuts. And I've lost a lot of money on the Rams these last 2 weeks because I doubled and tripled down last night. They were 21-0. I'm stamping that Rams money line. Puka Nacua to score a touchdown. Got those two things. Thought I was going to cash that out. Yeah, last week did the same. Oh, they're not going to lose this game. They're going to come back. They're going to be fine.
Somebody says from the 816, Kent. I don't know who that is. The Chargers flipped the 1 seed of the AFC by beating the Broncos. Well, that's interesting because the Chargers are going to sit Justin Herbert in the last game of the week. Last game of the season, Justin Herbert's not going to play.
Also, that's not true because the Broncos have clinched the division. They're 13-3. Chargers are 11-5. But that's also true because
but
Herbert's not playing.
He's talking about Denver and New England.
Oh, Denver and New England can switch, but yes, if the Chargers
would mean
win.
that
That's
Josh
true.
Allen would go to Denver instead of going to New England.
Which I'd rather go to Denver for sure.
I think so. Not a division game. Division games are a little scary, especially in the playoffs. We can talk more into that, but when we come up on the other side, we'll get into our Royals New Year's resolutions. So we did Chiefs yesterday. We'll do Royals today. Plus, we'll get rule changes that we think could change, especially after watching last night's game in the NFL. You're listening to 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Tune in to hear Mitch Holtis every Friday at 7:20, right here on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey guys, it's Dusty Likens. Let me tell you about my friends over at GiveMeTheVin.com because I'm sure you've got a car that you're trying to get rid of. Well, I can tell you how to do it easily with GiveMeTheVin.com because they want to buy your car, whether it is your daily driver pickup truck, SUV, minivan, supercar, or exotic. So say goodbye to dealing with all those dealerships and private sale tire kickers and get a true buy offer for your car. GiveMeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GiveMeTheVin.com and entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. You'll get an offer on your car in minutes. That is way above any dealer quote. You can go to one of their pickup locations or they'll even come to you. It's as easy and it's fast. GiveMeTheVIN.com is America's best car buyer. Hit it, boys.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Men, the new year's here, and improving your health may be one of your biggest resolutions. But when you're tired, low on energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, staying committed can be tough. That's where Heartland Men's Health can help, because those symptoms are often signs of low T. Low T can cause low sex drive, poor sleep, brain fog, weight gain, unproductive workouts, and decreased energy. And many men just chalk it up to aging. But medical treatment can give you back your vigor and vibrancy. Men begin losing their testosterone in their 30s, 2 or 3% every year. And before you know it, you don't feel like the same man you used to be. So go to heartlandmenshealth.com and take their quick 2-minute low T quiz. Then schedule a consult. Labs results in 30 minutes and a medical plan built just for you. And Heartland Men's Health is ready for you. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Ready for action, hockey fans? BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is giving players another reason to lace up and hit the ice this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to the goals, the checks, the face-offs, and the breakaways with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find odds boost tokens, no sweat tokens, and parlay boost tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like Dark Mode 2. Log into BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, all throughout the hockey season to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Chiefs coverage brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Visit eatandys.com to find the location nearest you. Top your day with a smile.
Let me tell you about my good friend Andy from Andy's Frozen Custard. He's from Kansas City, never misses a game, and serves the world's finest frozen custard. Tailgate with a pick six, or grab a freshly made custom treat before or after a game. And tell him Mitch and Andy sent you.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
On the Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown, 15 minutes. Kansas side 70 eastbound, 435 to 670 is an 11-minute drive. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
We're where you want to be. Baseball with the Royals. If you want to be
having a great time,
you want to be
loving the fun,
you want to see all of the excitement, this is the place and we're the one. If you want to be yelling like crazy for the guys you love to see, come on out and join us. This is the place you want to be. We're where you want to be. Baseball with the Royals. We're where you want to be. Baseball with the Royals.
if you want to see
the best of the big leagues,
you want to be
loving the day. Come share the excitement of the stolen bases and double plays.
This is where it happens. Come on and see.
That's right.
For the very best in baseball.
You know you love to hear that. That means the season's right around the corner. Got to be like less than 65 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting for February, right? Like you got January and in the middle of February. So we're almost there, man. We just got to get through the playoff season, which will be electric. Obviously, Micah in Denver says, Dusty, you're going to talk about how the Falcons win and improve the Chiefs' position. Sure. I mean, cool. Pick it in the top 10, hopefully.
Yeah.
We still think it's between 9 and 13.
Yep. That'll probably be it.
Somebody on the text line says the script had Atlanta so Carolina can lose and still make the playoffs. A meaningless game, Atlanta versus Saints, is now meaningful.
Yeah, it's true. Shuck versus Cousins is going to be fun. 41 days.
41 days.
Yep, for pitchers and catchers.
That's what you love to hear.
Yeah, dude, we're close. It's happening.
Can't wait. We are 2 days away from ringing in the new year.
Heck yeah.
So however you do that, be safe. Remember, if you are Ubering, make sure you tip those fine people that get you to point A and point B safe and sound.
Yep.
Or maybe you're, more so people in my realm of like, oh, yeah, just stay at home, cook a nice dinner, go to bed at like 11, watch the New York City ball drop, and then I'm good, right? Or you stay up till midnight and get your freak on like it's a Tuesday.
Will you stay up till midnight?
Always.
That's what I thought. I was like, yeah, you're not. Come on.
Yeah, we'll do the whole plus we don't work the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
I won't be like hammered. Like I'm going to go to my buddy's house and we're going to have like a game food night.
See, that's my vibe. 100%.
Yeah. We're doing, I think
we're doing that too.
I think we're doing like a taco bar.
Oh, bet.
And then just playing like games.
Easy. Yeah, that's great. Very chill.
Could be kind of fun. But obviously we'll do New Year's resolutions maybe for ourselves later on.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
I got a good one. Going to piggyback off what my sister did. Just going to read more. Read more.
It's a great
books.
one. We all should do that, man.
Because Vern gave me a book a couple years back, and it's the story of Showtime, the series. So it's like the Bird Magic Saga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was written by, what's her name? Jackie? Is that her name?
McMullen.
Jackie McMullen.
Yeah.
And Vern was like, yeah, if you love the show, you should read the book that the show's based off of. So I have that sitting next to my bed.
Yes.
I read half of Gone Girl and then never finished it, so it's sitting there. So I got a lot of stuff I should knock out for that. But Royals New Year's resolutions. We know what everybody wants.
Well, yeah,
their resolution, which is to go get an outfield bat. That's the obvious. But there are other things that you could be like, what's a resolution you want to see that's you changed from last year? And the one that I'm going to lean on, obviously, is I want to see Jack Caglione be that power threat. Because if they do not go and get an outfield bat, that tells you two things. One, they believe with what they have, they can move forward and win. Now, they have had additions to this team already, right? Lane Thomas is on this team. They signed Michael Garcia to an extension. Caglione will be on this team. And we'll see if they go make a move. There are obviously still free agents out there that they could do that with. But one of them that I want to see start is if Caglione can be that power threat. I'm not saying he's going to be Nick Kurtz and go out there and hit 39 home runs and, slug a million and do all that sort of thing. But to be that physical power threat will make this team's resolution for next year that much better to get to the promised land, which is the playoffs. So that's where I would start.
Yeah, and it's not like he has to be Cal Raleigh level bombs, but
right.
If he can get comfortable, and it felt like we started to see glimpses of that at the end of the year, where it felt like the speed of the game wasn't as daunting as it was. When
the power was there. We saw it multiple times, but
yes,
it's just the
speed of
consistency's
the bat,
not there.
Yeah, exactly. So if we can just see consistency and see him get comfortable, that's where I'm at with Cags. I don't need. And the pressure is going to be way off him this year, and I think that's going to have a huge effect because he was the spotlight. Comparatively to last year when he was lifted up, yes.
Yeah.
Now, is the pressure still there? Is he going to be a topic? Of course, but dude, he was the biggest story in Kansas City for a couple weeks. I don't think that's hyperbolic.
No, it was the biggest. It was the biggest story for a month.
Yeah, I was going to say
the way he was wrecking the minor leagues,
Yes.
the way he was putting on shows, hitting home runs over buildings,
and that juxtaposed with the lack of Royals offense, everyone was like, he has to be here. We need him. We need him.
Yeah,
and he kind of became that savior, probably wrongfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Just too young to be put in that spot. But no, I'm with you, man. That's a huge thing for this team. I'll say something. We talked about putting too much on Patrick Mahomes. I think the Royals have done a really good job of this, but I just want to keep it a New Year's resolution to make sure that they don't ever in their minds think of a solution as, oh, well, we've got Bobby Witt, so it's okay. And they've been so good at doing that. Signing and extending Michael Garcia's, example number one of that, right? It's like, oh, well, we've got, Bobby Witt, we've got the best defensive infielder in the game right now. So it's like, oh, let's actually pair him up and get less pressure on him defensively. Now we've got the best whole left side of the infield. Could see what they do and maybe add Bo Bichette there in the second base. And then all of a sudden you've got the best infield in baseball. So I would just say for the Royals consistently you want to make the most out of Bobby Witt, just like the Chiefs want to do that with Patrick Mahomes. And to do that, you've got to put him in a position to use his skills, use his immense talent the best he can. And that means not overusing him, stretching him out too thin, those sorts of things. And they've done a good job so far of that.
Yeah, I will totally agree. I think that my first bet in baseball will be for Bobby Witt Jr. to win the MVP.
Yeah.
We've seen two pretty damn good years. The one before this last one was even better, and this last year was great. It's just like, you got to assume what your expectations are and then look and see what he actually did when you read between the lines of, like, what Bobby Witt Jr., you look at all the awards he won. Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, gonna be the star on Team USA, at least in my opinion. Gonna play shortstop this spring for Team USA and the World Baseball Classic. Think about that, the World Baseball Classic, the World Cup, all like lining up together. And then, oh, by the way, football start right after that. You'll have the draft, you'll have World Baseball Classic, you'll have World Cup, and then it's like, oh, I guess training camp starts, and you'll think, oh man, remember when it was New Year's? Another resolution I want to see this year, something that has to change from last year. Can we get a full healthy season from Cole Reagans?
Please. Needed.
You're the ace, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people would ask, especially on our Instagram, on the Fan 965, Duran or Cole Reagans, and I think both of you and I were like, dude, Cole Reagans, he's your ace, he's your guy, he's your hose, man. Go out there and be the ace, stay healthy.
Exactly.
Because you saw what he did in like the last few starts of the season where they're like, hey, go out there and see how your arm looks, just fanning dudes left and right, nonstop. If you can be that ace and you can, again, pair that with Bobby Witt Jr., and you can have somebody else, which is another resolution they'll have, if Noah Cameron can avoid the sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Because now there's video everywhere on Noah Cameron. They know his tendencies. They know what he likes to throw in certain counts, what he likes to do when he's got guys on.
His
now
tells.
you've got to react to that, and hopefully you don't have the sophomore slump season where it's like, man, last year Noah Cameron had, sub-3 ERA. This year he's, 4.5, 4.6. What can we do? We'll see what happens there. So,
because if both of those things were to go the other way, all of a sudden you're talking about a much different bullpen here in Kansas City.
Yeah. And they padded that bullpen, right? They got some arms from Milwaukee. They have Estevez. They have Urseg. They have these guys that they can backload this bullpen with. And again, I don't know if like the way the Royals play baseball will change. I think they will consistently be the small market team they are, where they try to win games 4-2 and just try to get out to an early lead, get to their bullpen in the 6th, 7th inning, and then finish the game that way as quickly as possible. They can clean it up, get it out, and just win 500 on the road and 2 out of 3 at home is the story you want. So that's where I think the New Year's resolutions start with the Royals, is obviously get the outfield bat. Can Cole Reagans stay healthy? Can Jack Caglione be the guy that we think that he can be? I'm not saying he's got to hit 50 home runs, don't get it twisted, but be a physical presence in that lineup, in the middle of that lineup where it's like, we have Caglione coming up, we have to think about him.
Yeah.
And then obviously build around Bobby. Don't think that one man can do it all. This is baseball. This is not football where you can get away with that for a few seasons. But in baseball, you've got to build around them where they'll just be like, all right, that's their main player, that's the main guy. Because you could have a resolution on Michael Garcia. What are you going to do now that you've been extended with your contract and now you have solidarity at third base? You are the cornerstone of this team for the next 5 years.
I would also say I think Carter Jensen probably fits in these New Year's resolutions somewhere in relation specifically to Salvador. I would love.
He bodied somebody on Twitter yesterday.
Perez?
No, Carter Jensen.
Carter Jensen. What did he do?
Somebody said, like, look, it's going to be a struggle if they throw him, like, up and in. He, like, responded, like, they don't throw up and in on me for a reason, guy. And it was whatever the guy's name was. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, it's just, we played audio, I think, a couple weeks ago, and I could pull it up, too, about, Carter Jensen could be Rookie of the Year type level talent for the Royals this season if he's going to be behind the plate enough. And I would love to kind of take some of that physical toll off of Salvador Perez this year if he could be. Because last year we saw that when Freddie Fermin was still on this team, he was behind it. He played catcher more games than Salvador Perez did for the Royals last season. I would love that to be the case for Carter Jensen this year too, and can continue to ease off that physical toll from Salvi and just let him hit, let him DH.
The lineup you want to see is, I guess we'll just go from an infield standpoint.
Yes.
Let's say Jack's your right fielder, Kyle Isbell's your center fielder, and Lane Thomas is your left fielder, right? Let's just spitball that.
Fine.
You got Michael at third, Bobby at short, Massey at second, Vinny at first, Carter
good.
Jensen catches, and Sal DHs.
Sal DHs.
And then you throw Reagan's out there, Cameron out there, Lugo, Waka, all those guys go out there and do their thing. Push.
I know that I'm hard.
You got Ryan Bergert out there as well. Look, I haven't even dove into the Royals handbook yet, and I'm already ready to go.
Yeah, that's
Baseball 101.
Let's go.
And then your lineup, you're looking at maybe, I don't know, Massey leads off, Bobby hits second, Michael hits third, Vinny hits fourth, Jack hits fifth, Sal hits sixth, Jensen hits seventh, and then you can figure out Lane Thomas and Kyle Isbell at 8 and 9. I'd love Kyle Isbell to be your 9-hitter to kind of start the line at the bottom of the order and then all of a sudden get back up to the top.
He was good when he did that last year, which was most of the time.
Yeah. Somebody also on the text line says, I would also love to see Jack Caglione, the right fielder, hit a groove and never look back. 100%. And all it's going to take is one solid month of him to feel it. Because I think he's athletic. I think he's powerful enough. I think he's got it. He's got that geek gene where he just wants to be that guy. Somebody says, guys, Isaac Thomas is on the team. Well, that's good.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Somebody says, quick thing before I go into work, Ripley on Netflix is really, really good. Have a good day, guys. Haven't seen it, haven't known about it.
Yeah, I've not heard about it. I'll check it out. Appreciate it.
So those are resolutions we'd like for the Royals. Not necessarily rules we'd like to see change for the Royals, but there are rules in the NFL that I think a lot of you want to see change. I think there's a lot of people out there that want to see rule change in the NFL.
100%. Every year we have this discussion, and every year it's some of the same rules.
100%.
Some of them are unrealistic. Some of them are like, hey, we can do this. We can figure this out. I'll start.
Yeah.
Big rule that changed this year. Also, sorry, I'm just looking up Ripley. A wealthy man hires down on his luck grifter Tom Ripley to travel to Italy to urge his vagabond son to return home. Could be cool.
It's cooler when you say it like that.
Let's get the kicking balls back to normal. Them being able to, whatever the jargon and vernacular is, being able to wear out and get these balls matted down and easier to kick longer distances. Super cool at first, and I do love the idea that these guys are refining and getting their craft the best it can possibly be, and I do think that's the point for an athlete, but also it's the point of the sport to stay entertaining, and this is like I feel like this is the first like back in my day rant that I've ever had, but like when I started watching football when I was 8 years old, you had to go at least 45 yards probably to get points. Like you started at the 20, 30 yards to the 50, probably got to go another. 50 yards, honestly. 45. If you have a great kicker, 45, probably 50 yards if you're going to even sniff some points. And now you start at the 35, you got to go to the 45, and you're talking about 20 yards. You're talking about 2 first downs and some change to get points. And I just think we have devalued the game in that way. The scoring strategy, just everything has taken has dumbed down because of this, and I'm over it.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I still don't know the kickoff rules.
Well, yeah, and then there's the kickoff rules, too. Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. I really do not know officially. Like, when it kicks a certain way, I don't know if it's going to the 35, the 25, or the 45.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. Is the landing zone between the 20 and the goal line?
Yep, landing
Also,
zone.
why are we turning kickers into, like, finesse golfers?
Well, yeah.
You're telling me now that, because the way I look at it is if you're in golf and you can drive the first green with your driver, you're punished for doing so.
Yeah.
So in golf, instead of doing that, it's like, well, you got to get as close as possible, but you can't be too short and you can't be too long. You got to get it right in front of the green. Whereas, like, back in the day, kicking it out of the end zone was a massive advantage.
Yeah.
And the NFL wanted return yards. They wanted more action. And to me, they're not getting what they're asking for. So to me, it's like we try. It's like the library. We tried.
we gave it a shot.
Nobody understood it. Nobody understood what the rules were. Nobody was like, why are people whispering in the radio in the morning?
Yeah.
I'm falling asleep driving to work. This segment sucks. Get rid of it.
I liked it.
Of course. I enjoyed it.
Get bent.
And then the boss, a.k.a. Roger Goodell, said, you know what? Roger Spector was like, no more. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Neither does anybody else. And it's not benefiting or hurting the show with or without it. Thanks, ratings. And when you look at the NFL, it's not hurting the NFL when they don't return the kick.
No.
Because we haven't talked about any kicks last night. None. We haven't talked about it. The one kick return we talked about all year was Rashid Shaheed. Now, it did change the game.
That was a huge, and that was a punt.
And it was a punt.
That was a punt.
It wasn't even a kick.
Well, we've talked about Sky Moore looking good on kick returns, I guess, but
well, that gives
that's
you
just because we're sad.
With that, and it also shows you that it wasn't just the blame for Brett Veach shouldn't be as high as it should be.
Exactly.
You can buy these guys toys for Christmas. If they don't play with them, what are we doing? You said you wanted this Lego set. Why is it still in the box? Well, it says must figure out playbook Damian Pierce for ages 12 and up. And they just leave it in the box. They don't put it together. What it could be, I don't know. Elijah Mitchell, Nick Bosa, Gelati, Rashard Smith. Brett Veach gave you the gifts you wanted for Christmas.
Yeah.
And you were just like, well, it's like, hey, what are you doing with it? It's still in the box. A rule change I would like to see change is how they do illegal man downfield.
That rule sucks.
Now, I understand the benefit of it is to keep people from being injured, because the last thing you want to see is a lineman running downfield and someone outgoes his leg or he blows somebody up that's like a corner. But there needs to be some sort of gray area more than a yard that the guy can be downfield. Because how many times does a busted play happen? And I think we saw it last week where a guy's running around the backfield. I don't forget who it was. And then you throw it. It might have been Buffalo or New England. And you all of a sudden you throw the pass and you scrambled around, but your offensive line had to like readjust and go out there. And all of a sudden it's like 25-yard play is nixed because the lineman was out there trying to improvise as well. And the referee's like, he was illegally downfield.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something polished within that rule, at least in my opinion.
Could make it 2 yards, and if the quarterback scrambles or if a play goes longer than X amount of seconds, could do something like that. Because, when it gets off script and all of a sudden the quarterback's running everywhere, it's like, okay, well, I'm a lineman. Defensive guys are running everywhere. Like, what am I supposed to do? Now, obviously, a lot of that isn't down the field, but still that does happen. So, no, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
What's your opinion on overtime?
I like overtime.
Take the clock away.
You just no clock, just do possessions?
Why not? If each team gets the ball, like, does anybody enjoy ties?
No.
Now, I know ties are beneficial, but again, like, in playoffs, the clock is relevant because each team has to get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's just do it the same way throughout the season. Hey, it's overtime. Each team gets the ball. You got to outdo your opponent until the other opponent can't outdo you. Time, because, like, I'll be honest with you, when they played San Francisco in the Super Bowl, I'm that idiot.
Oh,
Timeout,
really?
Timeout. And my buddy's like, dude, it doesn't matter.
Fine. Yeah, we're good.
It doesn't matter.
That was my family,
ball.
too. I'm like, yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
I would say college has always had overtime right. College had overtime right when both teams got the ball and the NFL didn't.
Yeah, and I don't need the whole go for two thing.
That's fine. We can skip that.
Yeah.
But that's an overtime 3, I think. In the first 2, which is usually all the NFL. I mean, how often are we having a 4 overtime game in the NFL and the play like that? Just does it would be cool. Like, it'd be sick. Just doesn't happen. Start at the 25-yard line. Let's go. You going for and we can make it where it's 4 down territory. You have to go for 4.
You might also
no field
lessen
goals.
injuries that way.
It's true.
Put the ball on the 25. Here we go. Or if it's the pros, put it on the 35.
Yeah, you put it on 35. Absolutely, put it on 30. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if you kick it out of bounds, you're basically getting it there.
yeah, literally. Yeah, get it on the 35, and that way you're long field goal, a sack could take you right out of field goal range. I guess not with these kickers nowadays, but get rid of these kicking balls, put them back to normal. That would change. But, yeah, I think that's it. I'm with you. Overtime could change. And last one for me is emergency QB. They have this in hockey, emergency goalie. Each team has a goalie that they employ, just a local guy who maybe played in high school or college, and he just has to go to every home game. And if both the goalies get hurt, he's the emergency goalie for either team. He's not employed by a team. He's employed by the league. That should be in
the
NFL.
The Phillip Rivers rule.
That's the Phillip Rivers rule. That's the, bless your heart, Chris Olodokin, or however I say your last name. Olodokin. But
no one knows.
Let's get the local, Blue Springs High State Championship from 10 years ago. Yeah, let's get Dusty in that QB. That's my emergency QB.
I'm just loosening my arm. I do love this text because this is another one that I really like that we'll get into real quick before we go to break. Offsetting penalties.
Oh, great one.
That's a good one from the 816. Offsetting. How does a 15-yard and 10-yard offset? It doesn't make sense.
Offset? No, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? Like, you could have a holding call and then throw the ball downfield, and the guy gets, PI'd, 40 yards down the field. That's a 40-yard penalty as opposed to a 10-yard penalty, yet they offset.
Replay the down. And you're like, wait, what?
Don't like it. But, yeah, whatever you want to see change. 913-586-7965. Come up on the other side. It is Tuesday. Mac loves it. He's definitely going to get laid tonight because he told me what he's doing for dinner. I will be alone and solo, and that's just fine. But we'll get into tough Tuesdays on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
I've been pounded this week.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
This winter, make your travel experience a breeze with Park & Go, Kansas City's best airport parking destination. When snow, ice, and freezing temperatures hit, why settle for the rest when you can park with the best? At Park & Go, every spot is covered, keeping your vehicle protected from winter weather while you're away. No digging out, no scraping ice, just peace of mind when you return. Park & Go prides itself on delivering more than parking. It's a first-class experience. Their friendly professional staff is ready to help every step of the way, making your trip start and end smoothly. Worried about getting to the terminal on time? Don't be. Complimentary shuttles run 24/7, getting you to your gate quickly and comfortably, even on the coldest winter mornings. And don't forget to join their frequent Parker program to earn points towards free parking. Covered parking, dependable service, and unbeatable value. It's all waiting for you at Park & Go. Always the best service and always the best price. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. Park & Go, family owned and operated.
Ready for action, basketball fans? BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is giving players another reason to hit the court this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to every basket, every slam dunk, and every buzzer-beating shot with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find odds boost tokens, no sweat tokens, and same-game parlay boost tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like Dark Mode, too. We have lots in store between now and when the new champions are crowned. So log in to BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, Missouri only. Existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly.
Start the new year by moving, not hurting. If joint pain's holding you back, then listen up. There's a way to get real relief without surgery, without downtime, and without putting your life on pause. QC Kinetics delivers regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, shoulders, your back, wherever it hurts. Instead of facing an invasive operation that sidelines you for months, these treatments happen right in the office and you go about your day. Skip the 3 to 6 months of recovery. Skip the pain. Skip the invasive surgery. Imagine this instead. You're moving stronger and better and planning the year you want. Game-changing regenerative treatments from QC Kinetics. January is supposed to be your clean slate, so make it one. Stop managing the pain and start solving it with QC Kinetics. Call now for your free consultation. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. Off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone, it's QC Kinetics.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, it's almost Andy Reid. Who knew a Halloween costume would change my life and lead me to Renner Garage Door? Renner's KC's go-to team for service, repair, and replacement.
RENNER, RENNER. Numerous brands to choose from, endless options, one incredible experience. At Aristocrat Motors, we treat every driver like royalty and offer the finest luxury vehicle experience in Kansas City. Come see us today and let us roll out the red carpet for you.
This holiday season, give your family, clients, and coworkers the gift of Booth Creek Wagyu beef. Booth Creek Wagyu gift boxes provide the world's best steaks, burgers, hot dogs, jerky, sausages, and seasonings that are changing the way America eats beef. Choose from mouth-watering options like the classic sirloin box for less than $100, or go big with the amazing Grill Masters Reserve box. Order yours today at boothcreekwagyu.com or visit one of their 2 convenient locations at 95th and Knoll or 135th Street in Metcalf.
This season, enjoy stress-free comfort with easy booking and trusted service from Anthony. Save up to $4,500 on a new high-efficiency HVAC system. Schedule today at anthonyphce.com.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Brought to you by the technicians you can trust with your house keys. Anthony, plumbing, heating, cooling, and electric. On the Kansas side, 70 eastbound, approaching the 670 split. Things just a little bit sluggish. Doing construction again today at the I-70 exit ramp. 2 right lanes blocked, but you can still get around the construction to make the exit. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Happy New Year as we roll along. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve, amateur hour. Yeah. A lot of people putting in their rule changes on the text line, 913-586-7965. Here's a rule change I'd like to see. If you're flagged for an illegal hit on a player and that player is injured and misses time because of it, you are suspended for the same length of games the injured player misses.
Interesting.
So,
interesting.
The only thing that is everybody heals differently. Now, I have seen that argument in baseball where, like, if a pitcher throws at a batter, right, purposely, and hits him in, like, the elbow and the bone splinters, and that batter is, let's say they were, having a beanball war, and the pitcher throws the batter and hits the batter, and the batter's arm injures. A lot of people think that pitcher should now be suspended the same amount of time as the player that's now hurt until he's back. I've seen that argument.
I can see that more than I can see this in the football, but both. Sorry, you're playing a sport, like you're gonna get hurt.
Right, and everybody heals differently.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, like, what if you're in a situation where you're last 3 weeks of the season, like, we're out of the playoffs, I'm not gonna come back, even though I could. Now this guy who actually is on a team who with real, stakes can't come and play. So,
if a player signals first down, but they're short of line of gain, 5-yard penalty. Love it. Shedeur would have gotten a 10-yard penalty for his celebration on 3rd and 17 where he got 12 yards.
Geek. Holding penalties, 5 yards. I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah.
Instead of 10-yard holding penalties.
And then, of course, kickoff rules got to change. Go back to sudden death overtime. You score, you win.
I don't know, man.
Theatricals for the NFL don't sell as much when it isn't like that, which...
Also, both teams should get a chance.
And you got to evolve. You got to keep you don't want to be stale. You got to change.
You remember that AFC
I don't
Championship?
hate that, right? Like, I don't hate the fact that, whatever, hey, they won the coin toss. It's fate. It's 50-50 chance. But, like, do you want to give it a 50-50 chance to see, like, your guy not get the ball? Because hated the rule. Played New England.
It's the worst rule
Love
ever.
the rule when you play Buffalo.
Yeah, of course,
so it can be the same. Somebody says, what if you hit someone and they tear their ACL? Are you out for the year? I think what they meant is if it's like a personal foul hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like if you were to like chop block someone's leg and blow their ACL out, get bent. But like if it's just an accidental injury, but again, that would never happen.
Yeah, it's just
but I
so
understand
hard.
the narrative of where people are coming from. Kind of like the narrative of a tough Tuesday.
There we go.
Which there are people that are having tough Tuesdays. Here's the thing. Because you had a stat that if the Ravens lose to the Steelers.
Yeah, if the Ravens don't beat Pittsburgh Sunday night, then the Chiefs will have not beaten a playoff team all year.
Yeah.
Baltimore's the one chance for the Chiefs to have beaten a playoff team all season. That's a tough Tuesday, dude.
You don't beat, and this goes back to whenever I was catching a lot of strays for this, when they beat Detroit, Vegas, and Washington. They went on that 3-game stretch where they were just dominating. And I said, it's okay to be humble.
Yep.
And people are like, just enjoy the wins. I'm like, no, just be humble. Because I don't know what team we've seen so far at that point in the season. What? They were 5-3. Best they were all year.
Yep.
And they beat Marcus Mariota, Geno Smith, and a beat-up Detroit defense. And everybody's like, I think this team's back. I was like, well, let's just pump the brakes a little bit. Let's just calm down. It's okay to be humble, right? And that didn't mean anything, clearly. And that stat that you pull out, if Baltimore does not beat Pittsburgh this Sunday, then the Chiefs will not have beaten a playoff team the entire season. Not one playoff team.
And even, let's say Baltimore does win, you beat the worst playoff team out of all 14 playoff teams. Maybe the second worst playoff team. I'll give you that maybe they're better than Carolina or Tampa. But that's it's not like you beat, I don't know, the Bills.
No.
You didn't beat the Eagles. You didn't beat the Chargers. You didn't beat the Broncos.
Didn't beat Jacksonville.
No.
Did beat Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Not a playoff team. At the time, yes.
The time,
but at
yeah.
time now,
no.
You think that's tough? Everybody, we in agreement? We want the Chiefs to lose? Better draft pick?
I'm on board.
Have the Raiders screw it up and not get the first-round pick? Just lose out, take a higher draft pick.
Yes.
Control your destiny by losing.
100%.
What if I told you if you lose to the Raiders this weekend at 3:25 on Sunday, you will go 1-5 against the AFC West?
Jeez. I'd say sucks. Still lose that game.
1-5 against the AFC West.
It's really embarrassing. It
Has
sucks.
to be the worst they've been in their division since 2012.
Painful.
When they won 2 games all year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And one of those wins was Green Bay. Because they beat Green Bay when they fired Haley and Romeo Crennel came in and they were all saying Rack City.
That win was awesome.
2-12 that year. 2-14. I'm sorry, 2-14 that year.
Yeah.
This year, if you do, now you can say, well, it doesn't matter. They threw the season away. Patrick Mahomes was only out against that Broncos game. You'd have gotten swept by the Chargers, swept by the Broncos, and split with the Raiders. 1-5 in the AFC West is a tough Tuesday to look at for the Chiefs and what they have been and where they are going and what might be a real eye-opening number that if you'd have said at the beginning of the year, like you'd have had to have Biff Tannen's Almanac of the Future, and you'd be a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
You'd be like that guy that bet $10 on 3 quarterbacks to get 2 rushing touchdowns and win $23,000. Not sure if you saw that.
I didn't. That's amazing.
Guy had Dart, Lawrence, and Allen to score 2 touchdowns each. $10 to win $23K.
That's insane.
That guy get his car fixed. But yeah, 1-5.
Yeah, that sucks.
Big tough Tuesday for the Kansas City Chiefs when you realize that they will not, if the Ravens lose, beat a playoff team all season long. And they will go 1-5 if they lose to the Raiders because you don't mind it, but they would go 1-5 in the AFC West.
That is bulletin board. That is staple on every door frame, on every mirror. That is what we talk about at the beginning of a meeting and at the end of a meeting. That is something that this team needs to be driving to change this next offseason, and that should be the motivation. 1-5 in your division. You didn't beat a playoff team all year after winning for 10 straight seasons, after hosting AFC championship games. There's a standard here, man, and it was not even, forget being met. Forget being, I mean, it wasn't, we're not even in the atmosphere of the
you're going to pick
here.
in the top 13 picks. You're going to go maybe possibly go 1-5, even if you win 2-4 against your division. You got to beat the Raiders twice.
Twice, yeah, cool. The worst team in the NFL. Nice. Second worst, maybe.
Yeah. Tough Tuesday. Can't say Chiefs.
Tuesday.
But hey, sometimes you got to have constructive criticism to get over the hump of a funk that you're in. Somebody says, "Well, at least Detroit's a good ass team, though." Yeah,
They're fine.
Not a playoff team, though.
Yeah, they're good ass team. I wouldn't say they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
That offense has been inconsistent. The defense has been extremely hurt. They're fine.
I want to come back to a rule change on the other side. But before we do that, since we are wrapping up the 2025 year, it's crazy to think about this. We won't be back until the new year of 2026. We get into storylines in sports. What do you remember this year, all the way back from January 1, 2025, to December 30th today, 2025? There's a whole lot of time to think about this. You've got 4 minutes on the break. 913-586-7965. What were your storylines in sports throughout the year? That's Mac Murray. I'm Dusty Likens. You are listening to the home for sports in Kansas City on 96.5 The Fan.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Trey Smith, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
At Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, our mission is to build strong partnerships between our members, our business partners, our customers, and our community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with us. If you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. The Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times when you need it the most, giving you the power to bid every project that suits your business model. They provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years developing relationships within the community. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org. This new year, I'm planning a cozy night in with friends, great conversation, and an easy spread that still feels special. And Hy-Vee makes it effortless. It's my one-stop shop to get it all done with everything I need to make that perfect charcuterie board. They've got great cheeses and meats and olives and nuts and crackers and everything that I need, including bakery breads for dessert. I'll also swing by Hy-Vee's huge selection of wine and spirits, where their knowledgeable staff helps me find just the right pairing. Make one stop to ring in the new year, only at Hy-Vee.
It's the new year, and even if we can't roll back time, Hy-Vee is rolling back prices on all your meat department favorites. Stock your cart this Friday through Sunday. There's no limit on specials like boneless pork loin, 3 for $5, ground beef just $3.99 a pound, specialty brats, 8 for $10, and marinated boneless chicken breasts, $1.99 each. Stock up your freezer and stack up the savings this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-823-5544. That's 800-823-5544. 800-823-5544.
Whether you're a DIY enthusiast, a contractor, or business owner, Metal by the Foot has the perfect solution for you. Located in KC and Topeka, online at metalbythefoot.com. When you need a piece of metal, remember, metal doesn't have to cost an arm or a leg, just the foot.
Chiefs coverage brought to you by Metal by the Foot, your metal project superstore.
Home remodeling shouldn't be stressful. Hey, it's Bob Fescoe, and West Shore Home is proving it doesn't have to be. With real-time scheduling and precision scan-to-plan accuracy, they make your remodel fast, easy, and convenient. That's why hundreds of thousands of homeowners have trusted West Shore Home to transform their bathroom, windows, and doors. Plus, right now, when you buy a full bath remodel, you'll get a second shower for free and lock in an extra $500 off just for listening to the show. But you need to schedule now at westshorehome.com/fan.
Brought to you by Gomer's. 5 locations in the KC Metro or online at gomers.com. If ringing in the holidays includes cheers and libations, Gomer's has your back. Voted #1 KC Liquor Shop, they offer a wide variety of beer, wine, and spirits at great prices. Stop by one of their 5 locations. You'll be glad you did.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Kansas side 70 eastbound slows approaching the 670 split with construction there on the I-70 exit ramp. 2 right lanes blocked, but you can still make the exit. Lenexa 35 southbound heavy past 95th Street with roadwork taking away the right lane. Alan Carr 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all your favorite shows, shorts, and clips. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Seven o'clock hour on a Tuesday here on 96.5 The Fan. Mac Rory, Dusty Ligens with you this segment as we revisit sports stories that we remember from 2025 as 2026 will reign in less than 48 hours. It'll be 2026, January 1, as today is December 30th, 2025. So just 2 days left of the 2025 season. Of the year. Football season we'd like to forget, obviously, because I think this one for us starts, we were in New Orleans in February in a small studio, licking our wounds and drying our tears from one of the worst Super Bowls we'd ever witnessed. At least we were there.
Yeah, I was so tight of a studio. Bob was in this weird contorted position that perfectly displayed
his junk
just to use.
I think he knew it. Men's wieners.
It was great.
Bombs, bonehead, raw. I was like, thanks, Bob. I get to stare at that after watching that entire game last night.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was
Get bent.
But that was kind of like where I think our year started, right? Like I know there was stuff before that. As the Chiefs went on their like weird run all year where they were winning every game by less than 1 score, and then this year it's the complete opposite. But a lot of stories, had everybody there. So obviously somebody's attacking your boy on the text line. Cags for Rookie of the Year on his debut.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
That did not mean
it's fine.
That was good text.
Yeah. So
we swing and we miss, man.
And so did he. Quite a bit.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Man, that was such a close catch for Puka Nacua. But again, I think you look at the Cags story is a story of 2025. For about a month and a half, it was all we wanted to talk about, right? It was just like, what's he doing in AA? What's he gonna get? When's he gonna get moved to AAA? Should they bring him to the majors? I don't know. I don't want to ruin the kid. I don't want him to come up here and think he's got to be a savior. I don't want to see him fail. And then they brought him up, and it wasn't what they thought. And Alex and Cody and I went to, Springfield to watch him play. Obviously, that was a fun story of 2025 for their show. And then Alex and I go to Omaha.
I was going to say, then you went to Nebraska.
Then I drove through a tornado in St. Louis to watch this guy. I mean, risked my life, kind of, to see that man play baseball. And it was worth it. I'd do it all over again if I could. Somebody says the Big Dust story was great. Yeah, that was Diana Rossini.
Big Dust.
I asked her if she needed a husband. She quickly said, no, I'm happily married with children. Thank you. I go, but you might need like a protector down here, like a big Dom. I was like, I could be your big Dust.
She's so funny.
She's great.
She was great.
She might get some stuff wrong, but she does a lot right.
100%.
Yeah. Somebody said, but dude, he did rake all the way through the minors with ease, so it's still such a good thing. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had to bring him up. One of my biggest storylines in 2025, Roy McIlroy won the green jacket.
It was awesome.
I think that was one of those things where, like, I know you and your fiance aren't really, like, super into golf. Bob, I know, is not super into golf.
I was going to say, this got Hannah into golf, though. That was my storyline of the year. Hannah likes golf now.
Yeah.
I remember crazy. Yeah, I know. She's, like, locked in. And this was part of it. Rory, his story.
And that was one of those, like, historic moments because every year it was like, is he going to buckle? Is he going to fade? Is he going to fall apart? Is he going to do all this stuff? Boom. Rory McIlroy wins the green jacket. To me, it was one of the biggest stories in 2025 when it comes to sports. Yep. Obviously, you can get into, like, entertainment and stuff like that because, you know, you think about that, sports betting in Missouri was legal. That happened in 2025. That's obviously more recent than anything, but that's one of those things. And, you know, I think another story that goes into this is back in April, the fall of Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a big story in 2025.
And the fall of Colorado, kind of.
You ask him, he'll say it's the biggest story.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
But that was a huge story. Like, Cam Ward got drafted. Nobody knew it. Travis Hunter goes number 2 overall to Jacksonville. Everybody's talking about it. And then all of a sudden, it was like, when's Shedeur go? When's Shedeur go? When's he going to go? Day 1, doesn't go. Day 2, doesn't go. Day 3, rounds, 3 through 5, finally goes in the last hours of the draft.
Yeah,
and
5.
It became the story. Mel Kiper falling on a sword for him. All these people, like, what's happening? It's like, have you engaged with the guy? So I think that was a big one there. So I think that's, one of those things that, like, maybe you don't think about, but all of this has happened in 2025.
Yeah. I mean, the NBA playoffs were amazing.
Oklahoma City Thunder win the title.
And has, obviously we'll see what happens this year and the years to come, but we could look back at 2025 and that title to say, oh, this started a dynasty. This began one of the better runs we've seen in the NBA in some time. I mean, that's the potential for what we could be seeing with the Thunder right now. And we're seeing, and translate that to the end of this year and the start of this NBA season, OKC still having an amazing run and has a budding rival with the new up-and-comer in the West, the San Antonio Spurs and Victor Wembanyama, who have now beaten the Oklahoma City Thunder 3 times this season. I believe the Thunder have 4 or 5 total losses all year. So, yeah, that's got to be one of the storylines of the year. The playoffs were incredible in the NBA, riddled with injuries. I think that would be the next storyline, right?
Yeah,
Tyrese, yep, and my guy Tatum, yep, Dame.
Basically all did the same injury.
Kyrie, yeah.
Wasn't it all like Achilles
Those 3
tendons?
were Achilles, yep, Dame, Tatum, and yeah, exactly, and
I
Tyrese.
think even though it's recent, Mahomes blowing out his knee's a big storyline in 2025.
Right.
Like what they say, somebody texted the other day, like, you don't think the Chiefs moved the needle in sports in the NFL. Its own cover story was on like ABC News the next morning. Star quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Luka traded.
That was
6.
big.
Yeah, it was huge.
That was right at the start of the year because we were next to that Dallas radio station. They were devastated. They
felt so bad.
We're all
for
going
them.
to the Super Bowl. We're going to Radio Row. It's like 3 of these guys first time, and they got there like, I don't care about Super Bowl.
They're like, nope.
You remember that one guy that bet on all 3, or it was like 4 major champions?
Oh, yes.
Right? And he didn't hedge. He was outside smoking cigs, getting cocky. And he had what? He had the Eagles. He had the Eagles. Who won the title
he had
before
the Eagles? He had the
Eagle-
Thunder. He had...
Because the Thunder would have not have won the title yet, would they?
Because it was NHL that he messed up, right?
He missed Edmonton.
No, he got the Thunder, but you're right. It was at the same time. So it was Edmonton that he missed.
Yeah, because he had the Eagles, he had the Dodgers, and he had Edmonton and the Thunder. And all had hit. And that can't be right, though, because the Thunder won the title in June of this year. So it would have been like...
They were going on at the same time because Yeah, because we were kind of like, oh well, if the Pacers win this game, then he should. Yeah, so it was like both of those.
And then Florida won back-to-back titles in the NHL.
Yeah.
and ruined. And he could have cashed out.
He could have cashed for like a lot of money.
You just don't cash out. You just have to let it ride. It's just gambling. That's what it is. Yeah, and then Denny Matthews got married.
Oh yes, and you guys were at the wedding.
Baker doesn't want to leave.
So good.
Great venue for that. And then the biggest story of 2025 locally.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs moved to Kansas.
Yeah.
And Gunn to wrap those two together.
Yeah, with possibly, the boys in blue following. We'll see if that's a big story in 2026. I'm sure it will be something we talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an arrogant kid. I say kid, young man. He was like in his early 20s. And he was out at the bars they're like, dude, you can cash out. You could cash out for what was it, $100,000?
At least. Part of me remembers $200K.
Somebody brings up the Ohtani betting scandal. I think that was a couple years ago. I thought the scandal this year was the housing department.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Florida home or whatever it was. It was all of a sudden there was some scandal in that.
Oh, was this year Turbo Bats for a week?
Yeah,
we
had we had the Turbo Bats at the beginning of the year.
Scandal
in early March, early April.
Yep. Kelsey engaged. There we go from the 314. Huge story. That's not just locally. That was a big global national story at least.
From the 816, Dusty, did you ever get Cags' bathwater? Figure you'd need to pick me up after hearing the Chiefs finalize their move to Kansas. Restraining order. Can't do it. Because I own a credential. I cannot ask for autographs or bathwater. It's in also that category. Someone mentions drafting Josh Simmons and then the disappearance of Josh Simmons. That was a big story. Not that it's any of our business to know the actual truth of what it was. Maybe it will come out eventually. But that was a big story in sports for the Kansas City Chiefs. Your starting rookie left tackle is, got to go somewhere else to figure something out. That was a big story. And then the NBA betting. Solid one.
Oh, my God.
Chauncey.
Huge.
Right? Tyronn Lue's involved.
These guys are wearing tables.
You guys are wearing Meta glasses.
Yeah. Oh, that was insane. Completely rigged. Yep.
Torpedo bats, not turbo bats. It's turbo time.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh. We also had the novelties getting thrown on the court at WNBA games.
Yes.
People just throwing wangers on the court.
Yeah, that happened multiple times.
Oh, that was crazy. Phillip Rivers is back.
That was a great story to end the year.
Joe Flacco played for 2 teams and started.
Yeah.
And then was frozen on the sideline watching Joe Burrow tell a weird story with his tongue.
That was so weird.
Don't know what that was about.
AI?
I don't know what's going on, but Joe Flacco just looked like he was frozen in time. Like that guy in...
Before halftime. Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor. An object that just flew in as the free throw was being made. It looked like that hit a player, too.
Can't do that.
An object.
Can't do that.
So much.
There it is. There's Diana.
I found it.
So much.
That's right. You better believe it.
And we had one of the best takes, it seems, of all time, I think, this year, too. Travis Hunter will be one of the biggest busts in NFL history. We'll see.
Somebody says LeBron flopped 08.
A good one.
Yeah, then there was this is also true. There were multiple stories of people taking sports apparel and stuff from athletes' homes. Remember Kelsey and Mahomes' house got broken into?
Still a problem.
The WNBA lady, was it Paige? Was it Buchers?
Was it Paige Beckers? Yeah, might have been her.
Becker, something like that. Greg Biffle, obviously, R.I.P.
I think even locally, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be getting this wrong, but I'm fairly certain it was Jalen Watson who actually just had his house burglarized. Yeah, here locally that just happened. So yeah, that's been a problem with athletes all year. I mean, obviously the Joe Burrow stuff. Yeah, so that's we got to figure that out.
Yeah, and then you had the Kauai Tree Company with Ballmer. That's it, dude. I'm telling you,
aspiration.
Everybody remembers certain things differently.
Yes.
Whereas we just start teeing off, and then everybody's like, dude. Also, you remember this? You remember who won the national title in college basketball? Yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
God, yes.
Your Vols were in the Final Four.
Yeah,
we had Ron Slay on the show.
Hell yes.
Oh man.
Hell yes.
Golly.
Once college basketball heats up, we can get Slay back on.
Oh, we should.
100%.
I would hope.
He's the man.
So, I mean, you also had we had some good audio, right? We had one of these. I think it's what you said, the pullout game. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying right there.
What?
That's right. That's all 2025. And then, you had what was it? Dodgers, Toronto.
One of the best World Series ever.
Somebody says they watched Game 7 from the Hollywood Casino in the sportsbook room, and everybody else's emotion just high and low, doing all that sort of stuff.
That's awesome. That's a cool experience.
Continue to bring them in. We'll talk to Dana Hughes on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty. Tune in to hear from ESPN's Nate Taylor every Thursday at 8:20, right here on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back. And however you like to get in on the action, you can do it on Underdog right now in Missouri. This season, you can make team picks and player picks. Just download the app, sign up, and you'll get $75 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Using Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite team will win or if your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Plus, with Underdog's quick payouts, you can get your profits fast. So download the app today and use promo code BOB to score $75 in bonus entries when you make your first $5 fantasy entry. Player picks, team picks, all on Underdog. Crypto powered by Underdog Predict. Trading derivatives involves risk and may not be appropriate for all. For more information, visit www.nadex.com/rules and underdogfantasy.com/rules. For Crypto.com predictions, the term pick refers to a product traded on CDNA. Must be 18 and over and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Getting engaged? So friends, listen up. Shane Company engagement rings are protected with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. We stand behind the same quality we've offered since 1929. Our rings are crafted to last. It's why our warranty is the only one that protects your center stone. We also cover repairs, resizings, cleanings, and so much more. That's money you keep for you and your family. Because a friend always has your back. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done. With precision and without shortcuts. Makita tools are built the same way, with a dedication to lasting quality, trusted performance, and results that reward your effort year after year. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
What if sports were traded like markets? Now you can test your sports IQ in real time with Robinhood Prediction Markets. It's not you against the house, it's you participating in a live market. You can buy or sell your positions all game long. You know the game, put it to use. Trade every play with Robinhood. Download the app today. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call Heartland Men's Health today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at Heartland Men's Health will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. That's heartlandmenshealth.com. We have 3 offices: Overland Park, Independence, and North Kansas City.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Kansas side 70 eastbound, briefly slow at the split with 670 with construction set up on the exit ramp to I-72. Right lanes taken away, but you can still get around construction and make that exit. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
You hear him on game days in the booth.
Quickly, they get chunky and funky with stretching the fields vertically.
And Thursday nights at 6 during Players Only.
Spitfire, hot fire take.
Here's Chiefs Radio Network color analyst Danon Hughes on your new home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Set up the theatricals for Danon Hughes here on 96.5 The Fan. As always, it is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. Discover the benefit of blue, and also brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Some other texts that came in of sports storylines of 2025 before we get to Danon, if we get to Danon. Yeah, season's over, you know? Someone says oatmeal raisin. That's one. That's fun. And then the Caitlin Clark card that got pulled by Gold, the 1 of 1. That was nice. Remember when George Karlaftis got signed in 2025? Remember when they brought back Kareem Hunt in 2025? Somebody goes, we're fast. Awesome. Frank White completed the biggest heel turn in the history of Kansas City and then got fired. Big storyline. Sports related, right? A lot of people made their voice evidently obvious and clear about how they felt about one Mr. Frank White. Recalled, I think is what that was. Total Recall. Great movie, by the way. So yeah, 2025 was an interesting year because it is crazy to think that all that sports gambling stuff happened with the NBA. I've still yet to bet on the NBA. Props to you for those of you that trust it, but not a chance.
Quite literally, props to you.
Fair. Are you still betting NBA?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Yeah, come on.
You're locked in.
I mean, I didn't think my Celtics are good. They're actually fun. Jaylen Brown's been a top 10 player. Yeah, I'm kind of locked in. It's been a fun season for me.
Yeah. So if we missed anything, 913-586-7965, top storylines of 2025. Scotty Scheffler continues dominance. See, what is that guy's name? Alcatraz? Not Alcatraz. That's a prison in San Francisco. Somebody says Joey Chestnut won again. Also, Joey Chestnut in Bourbon Street with you and I and Bob and Kling. We tried to get him to talk to Jay Binkley on the phone. He was wanting us to take selfies with him. We both declined each other's offers. We don't want to take a selfie with you. He didn't want to talk to Jay. We're like, dude, this guy idolizes you. He's played your hot dog announcement all the time. So it's just one of those things. We continue to struggle with getting a hold of Dana Hughes. We'll just pass on that. We'll punt on that. Let's talk football for a little bit because the Chargers are going to bench Justin Herbert. So Denver potentially could walk right into the 1 seed. Now, they've already won the AFC West. They are currently the 2 seed, and Buffalo would have to lose against Miami. I'm sorry. Patriots would have to lose against Miami, I think is who they play in Week 18. That's not happening. But do the Patriots necessarily have to play their starters because they kind of have to win? Or is it one of those? Now, this is the fortunate thing about the NFL, right, as opposed to baseball. If Drake May goes out there and spots them 17 points and they start the second half, you can just, like, put all your starters away.
Yeah.
And if the game starts to get kind of funky and junky and spitting hot fire, then you could reinsert them into the game and take control of what you want to do. Because we had this conversation early. Drake May now the heavy favorite to win the MVP.
Oh, yeah.
After Matthew Stafford's puke job of a game last night, losing to Raheem Morris in Atlanta. If you had any doubt that Raheem Morris was going to be the coach next year, that's gone. Those guys had nothing to play for.
Yeah, exactly. They stuck with him.
And then you like look at it and you're like, well, then where was this all year? Well, Bijan Robinson's 93-yard touchdown run helps, and a pick six helps, right?
Huge.
Two scores on 2 plays in that game. So Justin Herbert not going to play for the Chargers. You agree with this move?
Yes.
Like you can't really move yourself up any way, shape, or form. You kind of know what you have. Playoffs mean more than the end of the regular season. Just be healthy and good to go. If there's anybody that needs a day, it's him or it's Josh Allen.
Yeah, and both either situation. I'm benching those guys. I don't care about moving up a seed. I can't win my division. I can't have a bye week. I'm going to have to go on the road. And at this point, like, this is just always my mindset. If I'm like really trying to go the distance, I'm going to have to beat whoever I play. So I'm not really thinking like, oh, but then this team and this team. Like, if I can get a bye week or if I can get home field advantage, absolutely it's worth it to go out there and try and win that game.
And who is Allen's backup?
Mitch Trubisky.
Okay, so you think he could beat the Jets?
Yes, 100%. That's the thing. It's the Jets.
And what? They can't be the 1 seed. They can't be a top 4 seed.
Nope.
So they can, and they can't be a 5 seed.
No. That's
so
the
they're
thing.
only 6 or 7.
They're 6, 7. They're
literally.
They're going on the road. They're gonna play one of either the 2 seed, which is gonna be the Broncos or Pats, or they're gonna play that 3 seed, which would be the Jaguars or the Texans. So they're going to play one of those 4 teams on the road. There's really no ifs, ands, buts about it, and that's the same case for the Chargers.
Yeah,
they're going to be that 6 or 7 seed, and they're going to play one of those 4 teams. So at this point, and it doesn't matter, right, where you play, who you play, if you don't have your quarterback. I need them healthy. So, yeah, sit them.
It's essentially like their bye week.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hate it.
No, I think
because
it's
what
the
if
right
they prove
decision.
it? Because I would assume that Jacksonville's not going to play. Well, they have to play. They have to play.
They can win their division / lose their division,
and then they would be the 5 seed.
Yes, and you want in 4 and 5.
That's who the 3 or 5 is going to be is the winner of the South, right?
Yes,
because the 4 seed, no matter what, will be the winner of the North.
Yes,
the 1 and 2 seeds are going to be Denver or it's going to be
New
Patriots.
England. Yep.
And then the only other 2 are the 6 or the 7 seed, or the 3 and the 5. So really, it's like, are you going to be the 7th seed with Buffalo, or are you going to be the 6th seed?
Yes.
And that's it.
And that's really
you're
it.
playing the 3 seed, or you're playing the 2 seed. So really, a win would be beneficial because you wouldn't go to Denver or New England. You would instead go to Jacksonville or Houston.
But
and we just saw what happened when they played Houston with Justin Herbert. It was not good.
Exactly. That's the thing. Well, that brings up the question: which would you rather go to? I'm almost okay with going to Denver or New England as the 7th seed.
Somebody says Chargers know the Broncos are getting bounced first game, so it doesn't matter what the seed is. Would love that.
Would love that. If they play the Bills, absolutely. Hell, if they play the Chargers, who knows? Which could definitely be the matchup. One of those 2 teams.
Let me
right?
ask you this question: if Denver gets beat in the first round, whose narrative changes dramatically most? Bo Nix or Sean Payton?
Probably Bo Nix.
That'd be back-to-back years getting bounced in the first round. You could give them a little bit of a pass last year where maybe they exceeded expectations and they played a Buffalo team on the road and they got absolutely spanked. But then this year, what's the excuse? Like, would it be like, okay, maybe Sean Payton's lost in the playoffs or maybe Bo Nix isn't that guy? Because I'd assume people in Denver are riding high about both of those men.
100%.
One loss in the playoffs because there's just so many, legacy lines that start in this year's playoffs. You could start with Josh Allen, right? can you get to the Super Bowl without Mahomes, Burrow, and possibly Lamar in the playoffs? You go to Drake May. You're the new belle of the ball. You're the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Patriots dynasty maybe kind of coming back. Obviously not a dynasty yet. You got a lot of years to go, but you've got that franchise that had such that historic time with Brady and Belichick that maybe now you're starting a new era with Vrabel and May. Herbert, can he win a playoff game? Trevor Lawrence, is he Trevor Lawrence that we've seen for the last month going into the playoffs? And then there's Denver, right? Can Nix and Peyton be this team where they won the West, they dominated teams in the West, and now they're going to go into a season where a lot of the narrative with Denver is, I don't know if they're a true team. They've got a really good defense. They've got questionable offensive players. Good guys, Sutton, Ingram, Nix, whoever.
It's all right.
Harvey, but like, can they get past round one? And I'm really interested to see whose narrative changes more when it comes to if they were to lose in the first round. But none of that matters because the only thing that matters right now is one word.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of three, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
And that was Dane and Hughes, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. Discover the benefit of blue, and also brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Yeah, he texted me, tried to call us. I tried to call him. It was just whatever technical difficulties with our phone this morning. So by no
worries,
fault
Dane.
of him.
Oh.
Speaking of.
He's mad at me. No, we've had phone issues with Danon for like the last 2 weeks.
What is going on? Okay,
it's definitely our side.
Let's do it.
This man's going to come in here like Stone Cold Steve Austin at Backlash.
You hear him on game days in the booth.
Quickly, they get chunky and funky with stretching the fields vertically.
And Thursday nights at 6 during Players Only.
Spitfire, hot fire take.
Here's Chiefs Radio Network color analyst Danon Hughes on your new home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Because see, now this reminds me of like when Vince McMahon thinks that he's got the event, and you hear the glass shatter, and it comes out as Stone Cold Steve Austin, and now you just hear the glass shatter, and it's Danon Hughes going, not just a damn minute, Dustman. We got something to talk about. As Danon Hughes joins us. Danon, how you doing, brother?
Doing all right, man. How about this whole dynamic of us not being able to be connected on the phone during this losing season? It seems like everything is crumbling. The Chiefs season is down the drain. People in Missouri are upset, and we can't get a connection on the phone in time for my segment. It's just apropos for the year, I guess. 2025, let's put it behind us.
Thanks for joining the show, Danon. We'll talk to you next week. I'm kidding. Hey, man, New Year's resolutions. I'm sure you have some. I don't know if you and the wife do that every year, if you've got like something you want to try differently. Mine this year is reading more books. Not the audio books, but actually like hand to paper, eye to word type of books, cover to cover. That's my number one New Year's resolution. Do you have any?
I do not. I haven't had a resolution. I don't know when the last time I even thought about a resolution. For me, I just want some peace of mind. Generally, you got a lot of stuff that goes on in the world, in life, and work, and family, and so on, and just haven't felt the same kind of peace that I've felt in the past. So I guess if I had a resolution, that would be it.
If you could give the Chiefs a New Year's resolution for 2026, what would that be?
Ooh. Gosh, that's a great question. I would just say, I don't know if I would give them a resolution as opposed to a wish list. I'm looking for a bigger receiver. I'm looking for a 4-down lineman pass rush threat, and wishing that in 2026 we cause more turnovers on defense. I guess those would be the three that just come to the forefront of my mind.
No, I like that. With that pick they're going to have close between 9 and 13, you want that to be the big-bodied receiver? Do you want that to be an edge rusher, or do you want that to be a running back?
Well, it was interesting because I saw a tweet yesterday, and I screenshotted it for my show next week, which will be the last Players Only show, which will be after the Raiders game. But it listed or what seemed to be all of the top running backs, or most of them in the NFL, and none of them being first-round picks. Now, I'm sure there are first-round picks that are out there that have been more than serviceable at the running back position, but James Cook, Derrick Henry, A-Chain, Breece Hall, Williams, Kyron Williams.
That daddy you saw last
Swift.
night.
Yeah, all of these guys being second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round picks, undrafted free agents, etc. So I wouldn't say running back is necessary. If you can find like I think about dominant interior D linemen like Jalen Carter, and you look at how Philadelphia went after it and got two Georgia teammates basically, and now they're wreaking havoc. Every single time you break the huddle, you have to account for somebody on the inside that you cannot afford to single team. So if depending on how things shake out with the draft, I would say interior D lineman would not be mad at that pick. But at the same time, if there's a tall, physical receiver that can high point balls and work outside the numbers and run the actual route tree, I would be cool with that too.
Yeah, I don't know if you've had a chance to look. Obviously, we haven't dove in that far, but Carnell Tate's a guy that Jay Binkley's mentioned to us, Ohio State wide receiver, 6'2" long. I don't know if you've gotten to watch him. Would he be that big-bodied guy you're thinking of, or?
Yeah, I've actually watched him a little bit. I am not 100% sure about his ability to separate some of the guys, and that's the one thing you have to be wary of is when you have the longer guys, are they long striders that can pull away from guys and still be a deep threat? Because if you're not a deep threat, then you're kind of relegated to corners just squatting down on you and basically saying you're not going to run hooks and digs and so on against me. So I would have to see a little bit more of his ability to stretch the field outside the numbers. And when I say outside the numbers and the route tree for the listeners, it is, there is a literal route tree when you are referencing it. It's from 0 through 9. And the routes, out routes, hitch routes, post routes, hook routes, slants, all of those routes that are literally you line up outside the numbers. And that's why I've always been a fan. When you think about history and wide receivers, I am team Terrell Owens over team Randy Moss. I am team Marvin Harrison over several receivers. I'm team Isaac Bruce. These are guys, obviously Jerry Rice. Those are guys that when you watch their highlights, it wasn't necessary that they had to run in motion. It wasn't necessary that they needed to create mismatches with shifts and all that. They lined up outside the numbers, and Marvin Harrison was a perfect example. He lined up on the right side of the field for like seasons, like not just games, for entire seasons. He just lined up outside the numbers. Peyton Manning, gestured, motion, did different audibles to him, and he ran routes outside the numbers, and he won. Like, that's to me, as a former wide receiver and what I would think is a purist of the position, that's what I think is domination. It's not just being a one-trick pony or needing schemes to get you open.
Dana, we do this segment later today. It's called Start Bench Cut. So since you just mentioned what your prototype favorite type receiver is, I'll give you these three guys, Start Bench Cut. Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, Terrell Owens.
Start bench cut. I would probably bench Andre. I would likely start I guess I would go after T.O., I guess. Calvin. Again, nothing against him. Anytime you can garner double coverage at the line of scrimmage, like you're a flyer or a gunner, that tells you that's something. But I just always appreciated. I didn't go for all the antics of T.O., but I always appreciated that, like, tough catches, across the middle, in traffic, shallow crosses, post routes, hook routes, everything, runs after catch, physical, stiff arms, like all of that, the complete game, blocking, like in the run game, like if you watched the game, and this is why I love being the color analyst for the Chiefs. I love being in the booth. I love having a platform to break down the game, because there's so much that goes on in the game where I think the general fan, and nothing against them, they watch the ball, they see the highlight-esque type of plays, but all the nuances of releases and top of the route sticks and separation and hand placement and where your eyes are, how quickly your head gets around, how do you break off your routes, all of that, all the football nerdisms that I'm sure Binkley knows about and a lot of guys know about, but that's the part that I love about the game. So, and I watched that about T.O. Probably more than any other guy.
Nothing that's not shy or anything, something you hate about the game is the Vegas Raiders. This weekend, obviously it's the Raiders, it's the Chiefs. It doesn't mean a whole lot. Obviously you can talk about incentives, all that sort of stuff. But for you personally, are you team, I don't really mind what happens because they're going to get a pick, and if they lose, it's better. If they win, it's still kind of in the same realm? Or is it like, nah, man, like F the Raiders, go out there and win?
Are you talking to my head or my heart?
Your heart.
Because, I mean, it's in my heart.
Yeah.
Says always beat the Raiders whenever possible. And if we played them 10 times a season, beat them all 10. My head kind of says, you know what, draft pick position, we're not in the playoffs. I can understand going into the game and being on that bus and being on the team plane this coming weekend. Like, I want to win just like I'm sure everybody else on that bus does as well. But at the same time, from a business standpoint, from a positioning standpoint, I would not necessarily be mad in either direction. Like, I don't have any affection at all for the Raiders at all. So beating them would be great, but I also understand the opposite.
I got you. Well, hey, man, peace be with you, and enjoy the new year with yours and your family and all that, and get that peace of mind, my man. You deserve it.
I appreciate it, brother. You guys have a safe, healthy, and happy new year, and be blessed as well. And look forward to talking to you, wrapping things up for the season next week. How about that?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Danon.
Thanks, Danon.
All right, guys.
That's Danon Hughes coming in. Coming up on the other side, we'll get into one word with Mac Morey here on 96.5 The Fan, Euro, Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Trent McDuffie, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
This winter, make your travel experience a breeze with Park & Go, Kansas City's best airport parking destination. When snow, ice, and freezing temperatures hit, why settle for the rest when you can park with the best? At Park & Go, every spot is covered, keeping your vehicle protected from winter weather while you're away. No digging out, no scraping ice, just peace of mind when you return. Park & Go prides itself on delivering more than parking. It's a first-class experience. Their friendly professional staff is ready to help every step of the way, making your trip start and end smoothly. Worried about getting to the terminal on time? Don't be. Complimentary shuttles run 24/7, getting you to your gate quickly and comfortably, even on the coldest winter mornings. And don't forget to join their frequent parker program to earn points towards free parking. Covered parking, dependable service, and unbeatable value. It's all waiting for you at Park & Go. Always the best service and always the best price. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. Park & Go, family owned and operated.
I'm worth more.
I'm worth a little more.
I'm worth a lot more. You are worth more, and your car is worth more at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to supporting those who serve our communities. We believe that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest. We believe.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid
for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends January 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-941-2255. That's 800-941-2255.
Ready for action, basketball fans? BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is giving players another reason to hit the court this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to every basket, every slam dunk, and every buzzer-beating shot with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find odds boost tokens, no sweat tokens, and same-game parlay boost tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like Dark Mode 2. Log into BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA all throughout the basketball season, to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
This holiday season, give your family, clients, and coworkers the gift of Booth Creek Wagyu beef. Booth Creek Wagyu gift boxes provide the world's best steaks, burgers, hot dogs, jerky, sausages, and seasonings that are changing the way America eats beef. Choose from mouth-watering options like the classic sirloin box for less than $100, or go big with the amazing Grill Masters Reserve box. Order yours today at boothcreekwagyu.com or visit one of their 2 convenient locations at 95th and Knoll or 135th Street in Metcalf.
Home remodeling shouldn't be stressful. Hey, it's Bob Fescoe, and West Shore Home is proving it doesn't have to be. With real-time scheduling and precision scan-to-plan accuracy, they make your remodel fast, easy, and convenient. That's why hundreds of thousands of homeowners have trusted West Shore Home to transform their bathroom, windows, and doors. Plus, right now, when you buy a full bath remodel, you'll get a second shower for free and lock in an extra $500 off just for listening to the show. But you need to schedule now at westshorehome.com/fan.
Numerous brands to choose from, endless options, one incredible experience. At Aristocrat Motors, we treat every driver like royalty and offer the finest luxury vehicle experience in Kansas City. Come see us today and let us roll out the red carpet for you.
At Casey's, when someone asked for a cup of coffee that wouldn't put them in debt, but still had freshly ground beans, rich flavor, and a price that starts with a 9 and ends with a D9 cents, we were too nice to say no. Any size darn good coffee, just 99 cents with Casey's Rewards. Limited time only. See store for details.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Well, next, 35 southbound gets heavy past 87th. Stays pretty slow down past 95th Street. Getting into a construction zone with right lane blocked, but there's an accident on the shoulder, partially blocking the right lane, adding 2 delays. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
One word.
First name is Blake, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3.
Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
Hey, so good you're here twice. Hey, you know a rule I'd like to see change in the NFL? Press conference at the end of games for the head referee.
Yes. Yes.
Never's going to happen.
Every sport.
Never going to happen, but the head official should have to have a media obligation like the quarterback and head coaches do.
100%.
Hey, Ted called a play at the end of the game. And could you imagine a referee having to do a press conference after that Pittsburgh and Detroit game? So what was going through the motions when you have that whole display? Next question. No.
Sorry.
Oh, that'd be amazing if they would do something like that.
That'd be great. Yeah, we should do rule changes again. There's just so many good ideas for rule changes. Some of which realistic, some of which not. But either way, they're both great. All right, let's do some one-word stuff. We talked yesterday about NBA, NCAA eligibility, NIL, coaches poaching NBA players who had actually played real minutes in pro basketball back to college. That's happening now. It's happened a few times. We played audio of Michigan State, longtime Michigan State head coach Tom Izzo, basically calling out the coaches, calling out NCAA, and called out Scott Drew, said I need to call him. Scott Drew, one of these perpetrators of poaching NBA players. This was Scott Drew's comments yesterday in response to Tom Izzo and these accusations.
Well, first, Coach Izzo and I are friends. I got a lot of respect for him. Great conversation. As he said, most coaches are 99% aligned on things that we would like to see done with our game. At the same time, from my knowledge, until we get to collective bargaining, I don't think we can come up with rules that are agreeable or enforceable. And until that, I think all of us are got to be ready to adjust and adapt to what's out there. Early on, when it first came out with G League players, I wasn't in favor of that either. But again, we don't make the rules, and as we find out about things, we're always going to adapt to put our program in the best position to be successful, because that's what we get paid to do.
Scott Drew says, well, I don't think murdering people should be allowed, but it is. Sorry, it is. It is.
Yeah, it is. It is. I didn't know that's what he said. What did we say our one word was? Gaslight?
Yeah, gaslight.
I mean, there's a flaw in the system. He found it. If you can't beat them, join them.
I guess.
Until they take it away. I mean, why not? You know what this reminds me of? Torpedo bats. Everybody can do it. Who can do it and execute it? Scott Drew seems to know what he's doing. He knows the flaw in the system. It is what it is, but it is a little bit like, we talked about it, and I was totally against it, but, all of a sudden I got this 7'2" player on my lap that said, I'll play here, and I got a chance to do it again because his only title is in the bubble.
It's true. He's battling
and he was like one of the first guys to really hit that transfer portal. Because I think when Baylor won the title, I could be wrong, but like 4 of the 5 starters were all transfer athletes.
I do remember that. Yeah, they were older transfer guys.
Like they were none of his dudes. As opposed to guys like Hurley, who do the system of old school, get them, develop them, and then keep them for 3 to 4 years. College basketball is a mess. It's a dying sport, and this isn't helping.
From college basketball to college football, Eli Drinkwitz and Mizzou went 8-5 on the year. Not exactly the season that Mizzou fans and Mizzou players were hoping for. SEC Mike, their podcast, discussed Eli Drinkwitz, basically called this season a failure. Here it is.
Man, it was pathetic. It was lethargic. It was one of the worst offensive performances I've ever seen come from a Mizzou Eli Drinkwitz football game. It blew my mind.
Oh, wait, excuse me. Huge correction. Not the best roster. Most talented roster.
Most talented roster in the SEC is the claim that they were trying to make. I don't know if I would agree with that. But either way, they were saying there's a lot of good players on this team. 8-5 wasn't good enough. And I know before the season, you were harping a little bit critical of Eli Drinkwitz and the standard that he set, and maybe not meeting it, not breaking through. One word, Dusty, on Eli Drinkwitz, where you're at.
Yeah, my one word would be confused. Obviously, Pabua transferred, so he's out of the bowl game. He had an injury before that. He also said that we shouldn't just base it on if you make the college football playoffs, you succeed. If you don't, you fail, the season's over. Well, you played Virginia in a bowl game where I think you probably should have won. The best player on your team, Ahmad Hardy, doesn't get the ball on a crucial play, and you let your quarterback run to the outside. Ahmad Hardy's not even on the field, and he doesn't even stretch the ball over the first down. And then we get the shot of him and Hardy on the sideline, and Ahmad Hardy's like, dude,
why wasn't that?
Give me the effing ball.
Yep.
And then if you want to praise that it's about winning out throughout your season and continuing to play through and continuing to be there, then you should have won this game against Virginia, and you could have won that game against Virginia, and you did not. So I will tell you this, Eli, your seat, even though you were extended this year, is going to be scrutinized. Not hot. It's not, get him out of here. But, man, you talk a lot of talk. You recruit a lot of recruit. you don't really sell us on being solidified as a coach we trust when it comes to the game. Because it's like this every game, if you watch Mizzou football where they're down and their offense looks suspect, it's like all of a sudden the last drive when they need 7 points, it happened against Alabama. It's like, where were these plays all game? And you can say, well, Dusty, if you watch ball, you'll understand that the protection systems are different. The defenses are different. Then adjust to that. But yeah, there's some flaws in the Eli system that need to be fixed, because I think there are a lot of Mizzou fans that I know that are on the text line that aren't 100% all in with Eli, and I don't think they ever have been. And that was my biggest knock on him at the start of this year. Prove it.
Yep.
Do it. Luther Burden's in the NFL. Yep. You recruited that kid. Theo Weiss is in the NFL. You recruited that kid. There are NFL talented players on this roster, guys that you're finding from small schools like an Ahmad Hardy and turning them into a dynamite college running back, and then you don't use him when you need him the most. Confused him.
Yeah, I'd go from the Mizzou perspective and say patience/panic. Didn't need to extend Eli Drinkwitz, but you were looking at the coaching carousel in college football and said, we're not going to have anything. We're going to be screwed if we don't have Eli Drinkwitz. Yeah, maybe. If he left for Penn State or left for LSU or left for one of those jobs that he was in contention for, yeah, maybe you'd be screwed for a season. Then you'd find someone else, because there's a lot of coaches in college football. A lot. And you may have found someone even better. You may have found your Colin Klein. Who knows? Maybe someone had come back. And instead, you've got this guy who, in my opinion, another one word, mid. Eli Drinkwitz is a 7-9 win coach in the SEC, and that's what he is. And that's what Mizzou has to look forward to, in my opinion, for the next few years. Last one here on the Chiefs defense.
Ouch to that.
I mean, dude.
I get it.
This is tough, man. Listen, and I would say the same with the Vols and Josh Heupel right now. That I am not happy with the standard that Josh Heupel set, and I would say we're in similar boats. So I get it. The Chiefs, get ready for this. Talk about ouch. Only defense in the NFL this season that doesn't have a save, which is defined as upholding a one-score lead in the fourth quarter or overtime, right? You're up one score at the end of the game, and you hold it down. Cleveland had its first versus the Steelers. The Bills have 7 saves, and they have 0 blown leads to all of the teams. The Chiefs have 0 saves, 3 blown leads. One word.
Break. No. Yeah, no. Gosh. One word. Batalico. That was a former closer for the Royals, Ricky Batalico. And he couldn't close games, and he was a terrible closer.
There you go. It's a good one.
They don't have a reliever. They don't have that savior.
Yeah.
My one word would be Spags. Figure that out.
It's on
because that's your baby. That's what's been your prized possession. But that's an insane stat. They have 0 saves, and they've blown 3 games. Because what have we seen? 3rd and 16 last year. You're like, all right, game's over. Go. I'll take another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'll go get it. You guys, whatever. And this year, it's like, well, I don't know. That's insane.
Yeah, it's huge. Sucks. Only team.
Damn. Somebody says BBL stinky.
BBL stinky.
That was created in 2025.
There we go.
Sports headline.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what other headlines you can do outside of sports. Feel free to chime in all day. 913-586-7965. We'll get back to some more storylines of the year. Plus, who is this game more important to? We'll discuss who they are on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Nick Bolton, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
This is Danon Hughes. In Kansas City football, we honor tradition, but we always look forward to what's next. That's why I'm all in for Flight by Yingling. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, but built for today. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp, clean, and full of flavor, just the way a light beer should be. It's got the legacy and the stats to back it up. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Danon Hughes. D.G. Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond is worthy of a Shane Company engagement ring. Our team travels the world to see diamonds in person and handpick each one. That type of dedication only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. No matter your budget, your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ziprecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ziprecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ziprecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Start the new year by moving, not hurting. If joint pain's holding you back, then listen up. There's a way to get real relief without surgery, without downtime, and without putting your life on pause. QC Kinetics delivers regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, shoulders, your back, wherever it hurts. Instead of facing an invasive operation that sidelines you for months, these treatments happen right in the office and you go about your day. Skip the 3 to 6 months of recovery. Skip the pain. Skip the invasive surgery. Imagine this instead. You're moving stronger and better and planning the year you want. Game-changing regenerative treatments from QC Kinetics. January is supposed to be your clean slate, so make it one. Stop managing the pain and start solving it with QC Kinetics. Call now for your free consultation. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. Off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone, it's QC Kinetics.
This season, enjoy stress-free comfort with easy booking and trusted service from Anthony. Save up to $4,500 on a new high-efficiency HVAC system. Schedule today at anthonyphce.com.
Chiefs coverage brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Visit eatandys.com to find the location nearest you. Top your day with a smile.
Let me tell you about my good friend Andy from Andy's Frozen Custard. He's from Kansas City, never misses a game, and serves the world's finest frozen custard. Tailgate with a pick six, or grab a freshly made custom treat before or after a game. And tell him Mitch and Andy sent you.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Brought to you by the technicians you can trust with your house keys. Anthony, plumbing, heating, cooling, and electric. Kansas sign in Lenexa 35 southbound gets heavy before 87th. Stays pretty slow down past 95th Street with construction and an accident reporting. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at TheFan965 for behind-the-scenes videos like MVP Monday, Chiefs Take Tuesday, and Best Bets. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ, FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Back in on Tuesday, 8 o'clock hour here on 96.5 The Fan. 2 hours down, 2 hours to go. And then it is Logan and Jay Tizzle.
Yes.
Jay Tizzle Noah. Him and Logie Barrow will be rocking the mics from 10 to 2 here. And then Carrington and Rob, I believe, are back from 2 to 6.
Close it down. Sweet.
And then everybody's gone until the Monday after the new year. So happy new year to all of you listening. We appreciate you. I have no idea who is back to work yet. I know teachers are out.
Yep.
I know I think you and I are the only active people working right now outside of 2 others.
Yeah, like currently in the building. Yes. Yep.
There's old boy down here at KMBZ, and then there's Big Bob that's down there from The Rock, and that's it.
Big boy, we're not doing his nickname. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to.
I'm not sure he knows. We do call him Gru.
Which is lighthearted and very
Despicable
funny.
Me, by the way, solid film.
Great movie. Great movie.
If you don't get a little teary-eyed at the end when he reads the story about the unicorn,
oh yes,
very good part of that movie.
So good.
So you're powering through Stranger Things?
I am.
You're almost done?
Season finale of season 3 tonight, and then we'll binge season 4 starting tonight, and then obviously a couple days off.
So does it come out at midnight on New Year's Eve, or is it like is it midnight tonight?
Is this it's a good question. I would assume midnight tonight and comes out on New Year's Day, but I could be wrong. Question 2, I guess, is this season 6? So how much do I have to go?
5.
This is season 5. So if I once I
They
finish
broke
season
it into,
4,
like so many different things.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So I'm not even that far behind. We're
And
gonna
then-
finish season 4.
No,
and then
you're far behind because there's like 3 episodes that are like an hour and 45 minutes long. And you've got to power through.
Heard. I'm okay with that. Yeah, the finale tonight that we'll do is almost an hour and a half.
Yeah, but that's fair because if you were to watch a movie, essentially the same thing. Storylines of the year, sports or entertainment, whatever you want to have. 913-586-7965. Before we do that, we go into this tweet we saw yesterday from John Daigle. Because
never heard of him.
Adam Schefter's tweet yesterday with John Harbaugh's press conference, Lamar Jackson's status for Sunday night's game at Pittsburgh is, quote, to be determined.
I don't like that.
The quoted tweet to this is, if Lamar doesn't play for the Ravens Sunday, he doesn't play for the Ravens ever again.
Love it.
This is interesting because this is a must-win game. This is a game in which, and there's so many different angles we can go with this because this is the Lamar saga in Baltimore. 2-time MVP winner, terrible playoff record, but insanely talented, right? Like when we talk about Josh Allen going to the Super Bowl this year, if he can get there, who are the names that we mentioned? Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and possibly Lamar Jackson. If there's belief that he can't play this game, because he has not been good this year, battling injuries, all this sort of thing, and this is just an open forum conversation. But I don't necessarily disagree with John Daigle's repost of if Lamar's out, then Lamar's done. Because I look at it this way, and you and I had about a 10-minute conversation yesterday on the phone, and I think it speaks a lot of truth. No matter what, if Patrick Mahomes, outside of a concussion, where he like legitimately cannot play because of NFL rules, Patrick Mahomes would be out there playing this game. Of
course.
I think Joe Burrow would be the same way.
Maybe
not to the same level.
Yeah.
But I think that if he was like 3 weeks into his turf toe and he had a chance to get to the playoffs,
I think he would.
There would be some sort of injection. He would. I think he would do it.
I think so.
Josh
too.
Allen,
100%.
cut from the same ass.
Yes.
Matthew Stafford, cut from the
No
same
doubt.
area.
Yes.
Right? Those guys are playing. Are we sure Lamar Jackson has the same sort of drive that these other guys have within the sport?
No, and I think it says, and I want to be clear, I think it says more about those guys than it does Lamar. I don't want to be sitting here.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
bad
he's
talk,
just being a
this
prima
guy
donna
doesn't-
diva.
This is a 2-time
Because
MVP.
what is his injury?
Well, that's the thing. It's always like this with Lamar. He's sick, or he's got a stomach ache, or now it's his foot's hurt, and so I don't know exactly what the deal is. Obviously, he's got lower half injuries this whole season, stuff with his legs, which has hindered his speed, which is a big part of his game, and another conversation we could have. But yeah, it just is always something with him, and we've seen Mahomes come back from a massive ankle injury in the middle of a playoff game against the Jacksonville Jaguars, come back and win that game. We see him win the Super Bowl that year on one leg, and to win the game 35-35 tied late in the fourth quarter against the Philadelphia Eagles. What does he do? Best run maybe of his career for 30 yards down the middle of the field on one leg, and of course he's one step faster than the guy behind him. I don't know, and that says a lot more about Mahomes. Allen would do that same thing. They are S-tier, Michael Jordan-esque level competitors, which is what you need if you are going to be an all-timer, if you're going to have a dynastic run, if you're going to be talked about in the way we talk about these sorts of guys. And Lamar Jackson has all the intangibles, all the talent to be in that tier, to be in that category. But yeah, I don't know if he has this sort of X factor, Dusty, where it's like, I would do anything. I'd jump in front of a bus. I would die for this game, for this team. And I don't know if Lamar has that, which again doesn't mean that he's not a great player and might be will be a Hall of Famer. But we're talking about Lamar, we're talking about Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, even Joe Burrow having potential to be top 20 all-timers. Mahomes is a top 5 all-time player. I don't know if Lamar has that, and that sucks.
And I think that there are, and I told you this yesterday, and I think that there are certain athletes that, and again, I'm not classifying Lamar in any way, shape, or form, because there's two different points here. I don't know if Baltimore has a Lamar Jackson problem or if they have a John Harbaugh problem. Because the way that it's being pushed as of today is that it might be a Lamar Jackson problem.
Yeah.
And that's where the divorce happens. That it's not necessarily John. But again, I could be completely wrong about that. But the thing that I see about athletes in life is that there is a type of athlete and there is a B type of athlete. And the A type of athlete are guys like Jordan, Tiger, Kobe. I'm not even going to put LeBron in this.
Wow, okay.
Because I don't know if he has the full-on attitude these guys have. Like,
Okay.
to me, when you're a Mahomes, Allen, Kobe, Jordan, Tiger, the satisfaction you get ripping someone's soul out in a championship moment is what those guys live for. I understand the rings. That's just a token.
Yes.
They love when you come at the king and miss. And when you, and maybe LeBron has that a little bit, but I don't see it as much. I think LeBron has spent most of his career chasing the GOAT status and worried about if people think that he is who he is. And if he didn't worry about that, I think his legacy has a little bit more clout to it. It's already way at the top. He's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But like Jordan, you watch The Last Dance, Karl Malone wins MVP, and he takes it out of him when? In the finals.
Yep.
And he wants to watch the MVP cry and bitch and moan because this guy's better than him and he beat him. Oh, I get a ring for it too? That's great.
Exactly.
Patrick
Bonus.
Mahomes could probably, I don't want to say could care less if he catches Brady, but watching Josh Allen get beat because he did something that not other people can do is what gets his fortitude going towards that sports mantra. Brady was the same way. I may not be more talented than Peyton Manning, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to orchestrate a drive in 1 minute and 48 seconds. I'm going to kick a field goal that's not only going to pierce this fan base, it's going to pierce these athletes, it's going to pierce that coach, and by golly, it's going to be because of me that we did that. And that's what gets their rocks off, right? Whereas, like, there are other athletes that are like, I'm talented, I can do whatever I want, I'm going to get paid for it, and I'm going to make a career out of it. And that, to me, is my satisfaction goal. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but that's why there is a separation between winners and greats. Winners win, greats outlast. And that's what, like, Mahomes and Allen hasn't won.
I was going to say,
he hasn't won crap yet.
I'm not throwing Allen.
But
Allen's got that competitive
but he
thing,
has that mentality.
Yes.
Right? Where, like, if Josh Allen was in Lamar's situation, that press conference does not happen.
No, he's playing. We're not
Not
talking
a doubt
about
about
this.
it.
Of course. He
So,
is playing.
I don't know. Lamar's a two-time MVP. There's never not been a two-time MVP in the NFL not make the Hall of Fame.
And some guys have that drive, but not the talent to be in that S tier. Like, Brock Purdy's a guy that we would never talk about in the same sentence as an Allen or Mahomes or any of those guys, but he has the one leg, I'm going to play. I'm going to
that's
fight
the
for this
narrative
team.
we're talking about. Is the I want to rip
Yes.
people. And yes, somebody says you did not just say Allen when listing Jordan, Tiger, Mahomes. We're not talking accolades.
Not
We're not
accomplishment.
talking that.
Yep.
We're talking about the stone cold killer mentality that these guys want to do. And Allen does have that. He does present that.
I mean,
if that was Lamar Jackson, that game against Philadelphia, Lamar Jackson does not finish that game.
Yes.
In my personal opinion, he goes out because he went out in that game against the Chiefs. Now, you could say it was a hamstring injury, but then we didn't know what it was, right? Like, we didn't know what the injury was that took him out. We didn't see when it happened. But I'm just telling you, like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's the heart of a champion, but it's like that. It's that crazy athletic sort of mentality.
It's something that we can't even fathom because it is crazy. You have to be almost psycho. I mean, Mahomes is slamming his elbow down on the field because he can't go back in the game because his knee's out of his socket. And John Harbaugh is slamming his playbook down on the ground because he doesn't know where his quarterback is. Oh, yeah, he's in the locker room taking a crap. Like, there's just a little bit different standard here. I've got a question. I know we got to go take a break. Quick question for you. You're at the end of the season. Lamar doesn't play. You miss the playoffs. You lose to the Steelers. He's 29 in the first week of January. You have him for 3 more years on this contract. You stick with Lamar Jackson, or are you trading John Harbaugh? Are you trading Lamar Jackson, or are you trading John Harbaugh?
I think you get more value for Lamar.
So you trade him?
Yeah. And you know who I go sign? Malik Willis.
Love it.
That's what I'd do.
Smash.
We'll get back to your text on the text line with storylines of the year. Somebody says, Lamar, a Hall of Famer, question mark? Find me a two-time MVP in the league at quarterback that's not made the Hall of Fame. That's the only thing I'll say.
And he was a unanimous MVP that first one.
Over Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, come on.
We had 1,000 and 1,000. And, also, if you don't like us, we can always just say...
Just sum up how you're feeling. It's a bit of a hostile environment out here. What's going through your head, Luke?
I'm not bothered. Really, I'm not bothered. Really not bothered. Can I just say one thing? You guys pay for tickets and you're paying for my prize money, so thank you. Thank you for my money. Thank you for booing me. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. There we go. Coming up next, we'll get into Max Pack here on 96.5 The Fan. Your hope for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Tune in to hear former Chiefs linebacker Derek Johnson every Monday at 7:20, right here on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of the action. And with Underdog Unwrapped, you'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. We've got boosts, gimme picks, deal reveals, and even some surprises sprinkled in. And playing on Underdog is easy. Just choose whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points and rebounds, steals, and more. And once you get your entries right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And this is the time of the year I love the Underdog app because there's so many events going on. You can combine selections from so many different sports and combine them into one entry and see what happens. So download the Underdog app today and use that promo code BOB to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 with promo code BOB. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 and over and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Home remodeling shouldn't be stressful. Hey, it's Bob Fescoe, and West Shore Home is proving it doesn't have to be. With real-time scheduling and precision scan-to-plan accuracy, they make your remodel fast, easy, and convenient. That's why hundreds of thousands of homeowners have trusted West Shore Home to transform their bathroom, windows, and doors. Plus, right now, when you buy a full bath remodel, you'll get a second shower for free and lock in an extra $500 off just for listening to the show. But you need to schedule now at westshorehome.com/fan.
It's Alex Gold reminding you that the year-end sales event is still going on at Shawnee Mission Ford. I've been driving the Ford F-150, and with the colder weather around, I absolutely love the remote start. I get in the vehicle. By the time I'm walking out of the office and the show, the seats are already warm. The steering wheel is already warm. The vehicle is warm. Absolutely love it, and you can take advantage of the year-end sales event that allows you to get 0% for 60 months, 90 days to your first payment, 90 days of Blue Cruise plus $1,000 rebate till the end of the year with approved credit through Ford Motor Credit. Shawnee Mission Ford is on a mission to do more.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This new year, I'm planning a cozy night in with friends, great conversation, and an easy spread that still feels special. And Hy-Vee makes it effortless. It's my one-stop shop to get it all done with everything I need to make that perfect charcuterie board. They've got great cheeses and meats and olives and nuts and crackers and everything that I need, including bakery breads for dessert. I'll also swing by Hy-Vee's huge selection of wine and spirits where their knowledgeable staff helps me find just the right pairing. Make one stop to ring in the new year, only at Hy-Vee.
It's the new year, and even if we can't roll back time, Hy-Vee is rolling back prices on all your meat department favorites. Stock your cart this Friday through Sunday. There's no limit on specials like boneless pork loin, 3 for $5, ground beef just $3.99 a pound, specialty brats, 8 for $10, and marinated boneless chicken breasts, $1.99 each. Stock up your freezer and stack up the savings this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Men, it's the new year, and that's a chance to make real positive changes in your life. If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction and are ready to move past the frustration and embarrassment, it's time to call Heartland Men's Health. There may be no better resolution than finally taking control of your ED. Heartland Men's Health has treatments that work when the pills or herbals fail, and they have treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. It's a new year. Make a resolution to treat your ED and change your life. Schedule a consult with Heartland Men's Health today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit's free. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this. Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Kansas side 70 eastbound, heavy past 18th Street Expressway over towards the split with 670, with construction shortening the exit ramp to I-70, though you can still make the exit. Lenexa 35 southbound, heavy past 95th Street with roadwork and an accident reporting. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It's time for Max Pack.
Somebody in the text line said that Christian Jones offsides during the Denver game summed up the whole season in one play.
Yes. Hate when Christian does that.
Do you think his real name is Chris?
I don't know.
Because, you know, Kling's real name is just Josh.
Josh Klunger?
That's a John Klinger. 913-586-7965. Your favorite storylines of 2025. Yes. Feed the beast. Until then, it's Max Pack's time.
And it's getting harder and harder. This is usually when it starts to get. Yeah, I know. This is usually when it starts to get easier.
I know that I'm hard.
But it's just getting rock hard right now because we do not know. I mean, this is. I'll say this, Dusty. In my lifetime, not incredibly long, but still, in the 18, 17, 19, 20 years that I remember and recollect watching football and caring about this, it's never been this difficult to really find someone, because I don't think and I think you mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but I'll say for both teams, for both conferences, there's not a team where other teams or other coaches are looking at going, well, we got to go there. We got to face this team and this guy and, oh, man, this quarterback. It hasn't been that sort of season. There's not clear teams or names sticking out. I'll start at number 5, and this team has been number 1 for the better part of this season, but 2 straight losses, 2 straight choke jobs, 2 straight no-shows from their quarterback in clutch time have to put them down at the bottom of this list. Still number 5, though, is the Los Angeles Rams. Man, it's after last night. I know.
What are you doing?
I know. The Los Angeles Rams, these last 2 losses, one, they lost to the Seahawks 2 weeks ago. I'm putting that more on the Rams than I am the Seahawks. Great stuff from Seattle, capitalizing, but that was one of those games where you walked out and there were 17 new stats. Teams are 497-0 until that was one of those games. You invented ways to lose that football game. This last week, or this last night against Atlanta, you threw 3 interceptions and you just weren't able to come back from it. You almost did. You missed a wide open guy. That, to me, I'm not expecting Matthew Stafford to miss someone wide open or throw 3 interceptions and a pick 6 in the playoffs. I still trust him, and I still trust Sean McVay over a lot of the rest of the NFC, so I'm going to have them in the top 5. Number 4, a new
Seahawks.
A new addition. A new addition in the top 5 for the season is the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 4. I'm in. I'm sold. I like this defense. They get stops, and Trevor Lawrence is not just good, because that's too broad and vague. He is not just a game manager, but he is this perfect combination right now where he has an arm and can bullet and can run around and can take risks, but also knows how to run this Liam Cohen efficient offense right now and can do it pretty productively. That Jacoby Myers addition has taken them to a new level, and this is without Travis Hunter, without talking about Brian Thomas. Who knows if Brian Thomas decides to explode, that could be huge for that offense as well. This team would be number one if they had even one of their top defenders. I've kept them from putting them high in the max pack, but they keep winning. They have past precedent. They're one of the most experienced teams in the league. I have to pay attention to this and respect this. It's the San Francisco 49ers at number 3 in the max pack. What Kyle Shanahan has done this year has been absolutely nothing short. It's masterclass. Nothing short of incredible. All the injuries they faced, and again, I mentioned the defense. Fred Warner and Nick Bosa both out for the rest of the season. They've mentioned Fred Warner might be able to come back for the playoffs. If that's true, that is
sure seem to be moving well on the sidelines with Kittle.
I know. I saw that. That's massive, right? And getting Kittle back, they'll obviously get him back. That's huge for that offense. Brock Purdy is playing like one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League right now.
That's we've ever seen him play.
Easily. And that's because of Kyle Shanahan. Buffalo Bills at number 2. Yes, I know they lost, and they only scored 12 points to the number 1 team I have in the max pack, but I don't know who else to trust in the AFC right now. I trust Josh Allen still. I know he's injured. He's going to be able to come back. They can run the ball better than about anyone in the AFC. They play cold weather games better than anyone in the AFC. I'm going to put them at number 2. And then the Philadelphia Eagles at number 1. Speaking of running game, it's gotten going. That defense is healthy and ready to go. It's probably next to the Texans, who I almost put in this top 5, the next or the first or second best defense in the National Football League. So for that, Philadelphia at number 1. I know.
No Seahawks.
I mean, dude, they beat the Carolina Panthers
on the road, bad conditions, and Darnold won a big game.
Bryce Young threw for 54 yards.
That's because they have a good defense that can win a championship.
But Bryce Young, I mean, this is a Carolina Panthers team who's going to win 9 games.
Who'd Stafford lose to?
Yep.
A non-playoff team?
100%.
Threw 3 interceptions?
It was bad.
You trust Matt Stafford without Devontae Adams?
Do you trust Matt Stafford more or Sam Darnold?
Stafford.
Yes.
I trust Seattle's defense and run game more than I trust the Rams' defense. They have injured defensive guys.
That run game I question with Seattle right now. And I think you have too. I mean, you mentioned it. Kenneth Walker.
They have Charbonnet and Kenny, and Corum got hurt last night.
I know that the Corum thing actually is something.
And that goes into hoisting that trophy.
No,
and I think Devontae Adams comes back. He was running routes, and he said he's probably good to go, but why not risk it?
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, honestly, there is a reason to risk it potentially, but also like you're not winning without Devontae Adams. You need him more. Probably a good call. But
and no Chargers because of the Herbert thing. Is that why? Or their defense is suspect?
Yeah, Chargers, the O-line is completely ravaged.
Are the Hawks the 6th team in max pack?
Texans are the 6th, Seahawks are the 7th.
That's right, you said that.
Seahawks would be the 8th, Patriots would be the 7th, Texans would be the 6th.
I don't hate it. I just no love for the Hawks.
I'm sorry.
We got one more week. They can sneak in.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if they're the 1 seed in the NFC,
I know.
Then you got to go to the 12th man that they stole from A&M.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's part of this too now is once next week's Max Pack will be a little bit different because we'll actually be I'll be looking, okay, this team actually gets the bye. This is who they're, I'll be looking at matchups and really starting to predict things. It'll be fun to see all of our brackets go up. I'm going to check for Briscoe here real quick.
Josh Briscoe should be joining the show here in just a minute, or he'll come in like Stone Cold Steve Austin. We go to the text line here real quick from the 816 Tough Tuesday here. I am trying to figure out what to get my kid for his birthday on January 4th. He'll be turning 7. That comes from B-Rock. I am light years away from the age of 7. I don't know what 7-year-olds are into.
Legos?
I think.
They like Legos, I think.
Those are expensive.
Very.
Right after Christmas. That is tough because you have like the Christmas holiday and then you go, or, you celebrate Hanukkah or whatever it is where you get a lot of gifts. And then you go right into a birthday. Is your 7-year-old into baseball and the Royals?
There you go.
Because if that's the case, take him to, Royals Fest or Royals Rally, where you can buy 2 different variations of tickets and they can get autographs, meet players. If you buy the more expensive one, I think it's like $130. That's a pretty nice birthday present. But you get to enjoy it too, B-Rock. And that is what the text says. Dude, toys are overrated. Get experiences. Make memories. That would be something. Like, what if your kid gets him a solid autograph from, like, I don't know, Bobby Witt Jr. or Jack Caglione? I mean, that'd be something. Maybe take him to a nice dinner. I know I don't love that at 7 years old. My dad's like, hey, you know where we want to go? Let's go to 801 Chop House, grab a steak. Okay, sweet. I can get a steak the size of my head, not have to worry about the price next to it. Sweet, tells great. Somebody says Monster Jam at Sprint Center, January 10th to the 11th. We should go to that. We should hit the garage.
We should absolutely do that.
We should hit the garage for like an extra session and then just do like a fan appreciation show and take you, myself, and Bob to Monster Jam. And why do I feel like Bob would have the noise-canceling headphones on the whole time? It'll rot your ears. Oh, God, yeah. You know? So we're trying to help you out here, B-Rock. You can never go wrong with Gator Golf. That's my favorite text. Yeah, is he like into golf? Does he like Margaritaville in the summertime? Maybe do like an extended birthday present, and then you guys get to both enjoy, go play in the pool. Dad's going to put the extra dark shades on and, look around. I don't know how things go. Somebody says, when I was 7, I got the WWF steel cage ring and some more wrestlers. I'm right there with you. You remember that? I don't know if you remember the Titantron gift that they had in the WWE or a WWF where you could put the action figure on the Titantron and it would play his music.
That's actually really cool.
So let me put my Josh Briscoe action figure on the Titantron and play his music.
He's the first voice you hear 3 hours before kickoff, and the first voice you hear after the final whistle.
Future Hall of Fame receiver, future Hall of Fame quarterback, being able to figure it out for the last half of the season.
Here's the new Chiefs Radio Network pregame and postgame show host, Josh Briscoe.
Hey, Briscoe. What are you getting a 7-year-old for his birthday?
Well, I mean, look, you put me into the action figure mindset. I mean, some sort of fun toy. I think depending on your relationship with the parents, maybe a Nerf gun or something. I'd like to cause a little bit of chaos, but I'm in kind of like an uncle headspace there. I don't know if you want to give an explosive gift to the entire family or not. What about a whoopee cushion? Do kids still like those?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. The whoopee cushion always reminds me of I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think it's funny that I'm going to ruin my family pictures by soiling down my leg with a big mud pie? You think that's funny? Hey, how about this astonishing stat? We all want the Chiefs to lose against the Raiders, correct?
Look, man, it's hard. I don't want to tell anybody. I couldn't tell anybody to root for the Broncos in Arrowhead on Christmas. I can't tell you to root for the Raiders on Sunday, but I'll say that the best long-term thing for the Chiefs would be not winning that football game. That's even more true for the Raiders, though. So I am perversely interested to see how that game comes together.
So Mac and I put our brains together because we do a Tough Tuesday. What's tougher to realize? If the Ravens lose to the Steelers, the Chiefs would not have beaten a playoff team the entire season, or if you lose to the Raiders, you went 1-5 against the AFC West.
1-5 against the AFC West is shocking. I mean, those are both crazy things to look at through that lens. But look, I mean, sometimes you have some bad close game luck, and all these things that we've talked about all year add up. And wow, you don't beat a playoff team. That's crazy. I would have bet on my own death occurring before the Chiefs going 1-5, frankly, even going 2-4 in the AFC West. They've just so thoroughly owned the division that is really shocking.
When you watch these games the last couple of weeks and you see these young guys getting into the game, like Brashard Smith scoring a touchdown, do you have like the dad moment that I had? Like, there it is. More of that, please. And then it just never happens again.
Right, yeah, I'm not a dad, but I have to imagine that at some point it's like, okay, we'd love to see, let's see a B, a B plus, maybe an A minus on that report card, and then all of a sudden you see one class, that's a straight A. Holy smokes, let's see this again next semester. What do you mean you didn't go to class after that? What do you mean your teacher never called? Where have you been, son? And that I think is sort of the energy with Brashard Smith, where you see he makes an impact with the football in his hands, and he has as many carries in the last 2 games as you and I do. It's just kind of a strange way to go about that. Maybe Week 18, now that we also know that Trey Smith's probably not playing, maybe Week 18 here is the time when the Chiefs really let the young guys go, but Jeffrey Bossa is a rumor at this point. I would love to see more of Brashard Smith. I would love to see anything from Javen Royals, just because that's what the rest of this season is for. It's been a few weeks of free evaluation period at the end. You've seen a few guys get some more reps, but with all due respect to Juju Smith-Schuster, I'm more interested in what Jalen Royals does from here, even though Juju's the more professional receiver at this point.
Who have we? But Briscoe, honestly, who have we seen get more reps? Like really? Like I know Bassa got a series. Brashard Smith got what less than 7 snaps last week. Like that's not actually seeing these guys. Jalen Royals is he alive? Like I'm still questioning the why here because now you're saying these last few weeks have been the opportunity. That opportunity's gone, and now you're playing the worst team in the NFL. I just don't know how much you can really see for 3 hours.
Right. No, I'm with you on that. I would have loved to have seen those sliders go much further in the young guys' direction since the playoffs were wrapped up, essentially. That would have been the moment from me. Ironically, the guy who I think has had the most impactful last couple of games is not a young guy, but it is a guy who we had a lot of questions about. It's Christian Fulton, where he goes out and he actually plays some pretty darn good football against Denver. And you go, okay, well, a bunch of that money next year is already guaranteed, so maybe there's something there. And Noah Williams and Esapole and Chu Godric have all gotten a lot of very valuable reps. But to your point, Mac, that wasn't necessarily voluntary. Those were guys that were, including Christian Fulton, those were guys forced into action because of the injuries everywhere else. So I believe Jalen Royals is not an exaggeration. I believe that Jalen Royals has run 2 routes these last 2 weeks. He's got a very small handful of snaps and looks pretty good in run blocking. But yeah, Brashard Smith against the Broncos on Christmas got 4 targets, had 3 catches, scored 1 touchdown, and did it on 6 snaps. So, like, for me, I want to know if the Chiefs think he's a running back. Because, again, right now, he got a ton of work in the fourth quarter in that first Raiders game when Gardner Minshew literally just handed the ball off all fourth quarter. But I want to know what the Chiefs think Brashard Smith is for the long term. Obviously, they're going to have to reload this running back room in one way or another. But is Brashard Smith in that running back room next year? Do they like him even as a kick returner, which is ironic enough? He had to get Nico Mihio had to be injured in front of him, and Tyquan Thornton obviously out of the picture for him to get more work in the return game where he looked really good. So I am not ready to close the door on the Brashard Smith running back chapter, but I would really love to see the Chiefs lean into that a little bit and just find out what they've got.
Briscoe, New Year's resolutions seem to be popular for a lot of people. I'm sure maybe you have a few. What would you say is the number one New Year's resolution for the Chiefs going into 2026?
Oh, that's a good question. I was busy thinking about the fact that I don't know that I do have a resolution for myself this year. I'll come up with one by the end of the segment. I think the thing that I want them to resolve in every sense of the word, like to take as an order of self-improvement, it's really, really hard. And we can sound pretty authoritative when we say it, but truthfully, it's really, really hard to evaluate from the outside what exactly went wrong this season. Was it a personnel decision that blew up in their face? Was it too much faith in Isaiah Pacheco? Was it something schematic not evolving over the last couple of years? Was there a miscue behind the scenes somewhere? Whatever, right? Did they expect more from player X or Y? I think the thing that matters the most, much like the thing that matters the most, if you're trying to come up with your last second resolution today or tomorrow, you can say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to be nicer to my kids. I want to go on a walk more often. You can say that all you want, but if that's not actually the thing that has been hampering your happiness in 2025, it's probably not going to bring you joy in 2026. So I think the most important thing for the Chiefs to do, I'll go to another Netflix property. I'll get a little Marie Kondo in here, a little more Marie Kondo than Tim Robinson. Figure out, does this spark joy? Can we let this go? And that, I think, goes for players that can go from the schematic and the coaching side of things. You have to be able to diagnose what went wrong this year. It can't just be that you were a tick off or a player 2 removed, because that's true for almost the entire league. What went wrong this year, and then can you fix that with some iterations this offseason? My next step from the outside would probably be a bit of an offensive evolution and a little bit more speed and youth on the defensive side. It's been a few years since you got that last big defensive overhaul. Those would be the next couple of steps off of it for me, but whatever it is, I just hope the Chiefs end up saying, you know what, we got a pretty good autopsy on what happened in 2025, and we're going to learn some real lessons, take some action steps from that, and not just kind of run back a similar build like they did this year.
Yeah. Question for you. Can Brashard Smith become a better receiver than Xavier Worthy?
Oh man, here's the thing. I can tell where this is going. I am going to end up being one of the last guys on the Xavier Worthy ship, I think. I may just go down with that sucker. He's been hurt since the third play of the season. And, not but, And I think he's shown that he has a few things he needs to prove as a wide receiver, not just on the sidelines, but in kind of his entire game right now. I want to see a healthy Xavier Worthy who's allowed to run more intermediate routes. I want to see that in 2026. Or even just a guy. He's played through a ton of injuries. He played through a broken hand in college. Like, he's a tough dude. Give me a non-structurally damaged Xavier Worthy and a little bit of a different role next year, and then I'll begin to make my final call. But I'm still holding out hope, even though I'm also holding out hope for Carnell Tate early in the first round.
Are you signing Breece Hall this offseason?
Might be. I am probably more likely to give him a nice free agent offer than I am to hitch the wagon to Jeremiah Love, partially because that's kind of the only solution that I think you could say is definitive with that first pick, and because I am looking at the defensive line and at wide receiver a little bit, specifically just because I really do want this team to have a chance to get one of those alpha wide receivers out of Ohio State. I want the Chiefs people to fulfill that fantasy. So I do think that like a Breece Hall and a third-round running back or something like that is probably a reasonable way to go, as the running back market looks okay at this point, and it's a hard one to pin down. But yeah, I would, even as a guy that is never terribly excited by drafting a running back early, I would sign up for probably Breece Hall and a third or fourth round pick. I would feel pretty good about.
And then last but not least, Mac and I have been debating all morning. Do you pronounce it Oladokin, or how do you pronounce it?
I went to the Chiefs back-end pronunciation site thing, and I tweeted out a video of him saying Chris Oladokin. He says it again, Chris Oladokin. I am only confident in that because I sat in our studio and listened to Mitch Holthus say it many, many, many times when he entered the game 2 weeks ago. So I'm cheating off of Mitch's notes. I am trusting the voice and also the Chiefs website. I have heard innumerable ways of saying his last name. I have said his last name in a great many ways over the years, but now I can say with all the confidence of Mitch Holthus, Oladokin.
And what's your New Year's resolution?
This year I started a letterbox so I could track all the movies that I was watching. This is really millennial of me, but I'm just trying to spend less time looking at the little screen in my hand and spend more time looking at the big screen on the wall. So I think I'm going to try to pick up I'd like to hit 52 movies this year, kind of set a one-a-week pace in 2026. I did not hit that in 2025, but I'd like to fill out the filmography a little bit.
Love it, Briscoe. Keep doing your thing, and we'll talk to you next week.
I guess we'll talk one more time next week. Last year we did this until February. What's going on?
We can still do it till February if you want to.
I mean, look, you guys don't have anything else starting up. I'm going to have some free time. We'll chat. I'm open. Maybe I'll come in and do a show with you guys.
Do it. We'll talk to you next week.
See you, fellas. Thank you.
You bet. That is Josh Briscoe here on 96.5 The Fan. Hey, by the way, Mac, we might owe somebody some beers.
Oh.
Ryan Hartley on the YouTube feed. You can watch it on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, all those things above.
What's up, Ryan?
He says, remember that guy who needed 17.3 from London, Stafford, and Pitts? Well, I'll take that beer whenever you're ready for it.
Wow. Let's go.
There you go.
Right, we'll hit you up.
Coming up next, we'll talk about what Spagnuolo had to say, plus Chiefs have no excuse not to get it right at running back here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City Sports. 96.5 The Fan.
At Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, our mission is to build strong partnerships between our members, our business partners, our customers, and our community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with us. If you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. The Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times when you need it the most, giving you the power to bid every project that suits your business model. They provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years developing relationships within the community. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
Ready for action, basketball fans? BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is giving players another reason to hit the court this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to every basket, every slam dunk, and every buzzer-beating shot with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find odds boost tokens, no sweat tokens, and same-game parlay boost tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like dark mode too. We have lots in store between now and when the new champions are crowned. So log in to BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, Missouri only. Existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly.
Too many tools, too much stress, and way too many bills.
Odoo replaces it all. One connected platform for every part of your business, so you can work faster, smarter, and for less. Odoo, the only software you'll ever need. Try it free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 skills-based degrees and certificates in fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills you need to achieve your career goals. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start January 7th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Around here, we've got each other's backs. When it comes to health insurance, we want that same kind of support. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City gets that. They're from around here too. Backed by the national strength of the Cross and Shield, they help you make confident choices, no matter where you are. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City. From here, for wherever you are. That's the benefit of blue.
Home remodeling shouldn't be stressful. Hey, it's Bob Fescoe, and West Shore Home is proving it doesn't have to be. With real-time scheduling and precision scan-to-plan accuracy, they make your remodel fast, easy, and convenient. That's why hundreds of thousands of homeowners have trusted West Shore Home to transform their bathroom, windows, and doors. Plus, right now, when you buy a full bath remodel, you'll get a second shower for free and lock in an extra $500 off just for listening to the show. But you need to schedule now at westshorehome.com/fan.
Brought to you by Gomers. 5 locations in the KC Metro or online at gomers.com.
It's holiday cheers time, and Gomers Fine Wines and Liquors is here for it. With 5 locations, a wide selection, great prices, and friendly service. Gomers Fine Wines and Liquors, family owned and KC proud since 1969.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
On the Kansas side, 70 eastbound slows past 18th Street Expressway, stays sluggish over towards the split with 670 with construction shortening the I-70 exit ramp. You can still make that exit, though. Allen Carr, 96.5 The Fan traffic.
We'll get into start bench cut here in about 15 minutes from Jay Southland Toe. Getting to know Jay Southland Toe. Start bench cut. Coming up a little bit later, it'll be Jay Tizzle and Logie Berra from 10 until 2 here on 96.5 The Fan. I'm confused. Why is needing 17.3 points from London, Stafford, and Pitts a story? That should be an easy dub. I'm legit asking. I think they were going against Puka and Nakua, and they needed those guys to outplay Puka. I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact situation. It was a close situation, 7-5. Yeah. That's fair. We could have added some context there.
Yeah. So, not a story, just kind of a fun remembrance down memory lane. A lot of people's championships were on the line last night. I'm assuming that some of you were hoping Bijan Robinson could prevail, and boy, did he.
Yeah.
Boy, did he. I mean, that guy just absolutely nailed it, man.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean...
Love for him to get a team.
Yeah, I mean, it's now 2 years. I mean, last night, Troy Aikman on Bijan Robinson.
Glazing. Glazing can be defined pretty easily. It's simply the latest term to describe what happens when someone goes too far in showing how much they like someone or something else, to the point of being ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was. I mean, dude, we had like Barry Sanders comps last night.
Yeah.
Geek.
I mean, like, dude, I love
Geek.
Bijan Robinson, Barry Sanders.
Geek.
Yeah, let's give a minute. Let's give it a minute.
Troy. Easy, Troy. Boy, Joe was on one last night.
I liked his energy last night.
It was nice.
He wasn't taking no
BDE
jokes
last night, man. BDE stinky.
BBL stinky.
So yesterday, not if you didn't know it, but Spag spoke to the media. And he was talking about pretty much pre-draft. And he said, quote, I can remember going to a number of these combines recently where I knew very little about the guys that we're sitting and talking to. Now you have a little bit of an idea.
It's like, whoa, okay.
So Spags, Andy, and Brett, let's do our homework.
Exactly.
We gotta pass this test, man. You have a very important draft pick in this next draft class. I think a lot of people would like to see a running back, and I think a lot of people would like to see a edge rusher, like somebody that has that red ass sort of like, oh my God, they got this guy. He's a problem from the jump, right? Like if they drafted an edge rusher that got the same sort of publicity that Josh Simmons got early on, where it was like, is he going to be the starting left tackle? I don't know. Can he prevail from this injury? We'll see. And then it was like mini camp, and it's like, dude, I think they know who their starting left tackle is, and it did end up being that. Now, obviously, the year played out and things happened, but moving forward, that is your left tackle for the future.
And and it's because he's a physical freak. He's a monster. He takes you over one-on-one. You don't want to go against him. We don't have one guy like that on defense.
And I
Chris
think,
Jones, but no one else around him.
Right. And I think the one thing that we remember what Travis Kelce was talking about, he's like, he put his hands on me.
Yeah.
And just completely like pulled me away. And I was like, dude, I am 15 years older than this guy. And he is treating me like a child amongst men.
Yes.
That would be where my allegiance would lie.
For an edge rusher.
Go find that edge rusher, because Karlaftis ain't it.
No.
I'm sorry. He's just not it.
No.
He's good. He'd be great on the other side, but not the main guy. Like, he can be the Danielle Hunter, but we need the Will Anderson. And he'll never be Danielle Hunter.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, people always focus on, Will Anderson because of the freak that he is and where he was drafted. And then we're like, oh, wait, Danielle Hunter's been in the league for how many years? 10? But he's still a dominant presence there. Like, what's more important to you in the NFL moving forward? Having that sort of tandem at defensive line or having that tandem at running back?
Tandem at defensive line. I mean, it's tough because I'll find one guy at running back and I'll have a bell cow.
And you can do that, right?
I can do that. But I need two on the D-line.
Because when you look at successful offenses, right, you have like David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep.
Bijan Robinson, Algier. You have Gainwell, Warren, right? Like those teams that run the ball well. You have Kenny Walker and Charbonnet.
Harvey and Dobbins until Dobbins went out. Yeah.
Right. And you have those, and maybe luckily the Chargers found theirs with Hampton and Vidal.
For sure.
Because Vidal was hurt last week, so Hampton kind of stepped up or whatever. But, like, that's something that they're working on. You look at Kyron Williams and
Blake
Corum. You have those two. Like, that seems to be kind of what's moving forward. We thought we were going to see a little bit of that in San Francisco with Brian Robinson Jr. and Christian McCaffrey. And then it just turned out Christian McCaffrey's like, nah, dude, I'm good.
Yeah, he's the bell cow.
Right?
Yeah, which works, but he can do everything. And Baltimore, Derrick Henry, kind of the bell cow, and it tends to not to work, right? He's not on the field the last drives a lot, and then they're like, oh, we don't really know how to use Keaton Mitchell the way we thought we did because it's not a tandem. So that's fair. Tandem running back should be high up in the priority list. To me, I'm spending that money on Breece Hall. I'm drafting a running back in the 3rd round, and I'm getting that edge rusher and wide receiver in the 1st and 2nd round, whichever one works. That's what I'm doing. But I'm spending that money first on the running back. I'm getting Breece Hall in this building. That way I'll supplement that with a 3rd or 4th round pick at running back. 2 guys there. Figure out your wide receiver and edge rusher.
Because the Royals' outfield bat is the Chiefs' edge rusher?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs' edge rusher, probably.
That's what's going to get people to be like, here we go.
Yes, exactly.
Now we can move on.
And to me, and I don't hate your analogy, Karlaftis, Daniel Hunter. I just want to emphasize to me where I put Karlaftis at. He'd be the 3rd. Like, I'm trying to think of that defensive lineman who's really good for the Texans. That's not an edge rusher who's on the inside. He's that guy. He's the 3rd guy who gets to eat up the crumbs because the top 2 guys, like, that's where Karlaftis is at. And I can't describe him how Sean Smith described him on our show a few weeks ago. But I would mimic, or I would rather echo those thoughts as well, because I have not seen, and I don't care about the first guy in, last guy out. I want someone to be scared when he lines up and puts his hand in the dirt across from me. And we don't have one guy. Intimidation. And I'm not talking about a guy who's like, yeah, man, I'm an attitude. We want to win. Like, no. I'm Jalen Carter. I'm Jordan Davis. I'm Will Anderson. I'm Myles Garrett. Like, Myles Garrett's an anomaly, but you know what I mean. I'm terrified. I'm intimidated. I don't want to go up against this guy.
A guy that can wreck a game on the defensive side.
Yes.
Hate him or love him, Max Crosby can wreck a game.
I don't need Karlaftis videos of him working an hour after practice with Tom Bahali on his handwork. I don't care anymore.
I think George is going to have a 14-sack season.
Love you, Matt. Listen, I took a lot of swings
I
and
like
misses.
massive sacks. I like massive sacks.
You didn't know that one was there, did it? Because, you know, Binkley will tell you what happened this season. One word on what went wrong with the Chiefs this year.
Everything.
Yes.
Just brutal.
Now listen, there's probably a cut of me in there saying this is gonna be the best draft class since 2022, right? Like we had some misses.
Well, I mean, they were in max pack till week 12.
I like massive sacks.
And massive Max as well.
Max awesome.
Coming up on the other side, we'll get into Start Bench Cut. Brought to you by Jay Southland Tow. Get to know Jay Southland Tow. It's Start Bench Cut with Mac Murray and Dusty Likens here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Leo Chanel, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
This winter, make your travel experience a breeze with Park & Go, Kansas City's best airport parking destination. When snow, ice, and freezing temperatures hit, why settle for the rest when you can park with the best? At Park & Go, every spot is covered, keeping your vehicle protected from winter weather while you're away. No digging out, no scraping ice, just peace of mind when you return. Park & Go prides itself on delivering more than parking. It's a first-class experience. Their friendly professional staff is ready to help every step of the way, making your trip start and end smoothly. Worried about getting to the terminal on time? Don't be. Complimentary shuttles run 24/7, getting you to your gate quickly and comfortably, even on the coldest winter mornings. And don't forget to join their frequent Parker program to earn points towards free parking. Covered parking, dependable service, and unbeatable value. It's all waiting for you at Park & Go. Always the best service and always the best price. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Numerous brands to choose from, endless options, one incredible experience. At Aristocrat Motors, we treat every driver like royalty and offer the finest luxury vehicle experience in Kansas City. Come see us today and let us roll out the red carpet for you.
At Casey's, when someone asked for a cup of coffee that wouldn't put them in debt, but still had freshly ground beans, rich flavor, and a price that starts with a 9 and ends with a D9 cents, we were too nice to say no. Any size darn good coffee, just 99 cents with Casey's Rewards. Limited time only. See store for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
I'm worth more.
I'm worth a little more.
I'm worth a lot more. You are worth more, and your car is worth more at GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Men, the new year's here, and improving your health may be one of your biggest resolutions. But when you're tired, low on energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, staying committed can be tough. That's where Heartland Men's Health can help, because those symptoms are often signs of low T. Low T can cause low sex drive, poor sleep, brain fog, weight gain, unproductive workouts, and decreased energy. And many men just chalk it up to aging. But medical treatment can give you back your vigor and vibrancy. Men begin losing their testosterone in their 30s, 2 or 3% every year. And before you know it, you don't feel like the same man you used to be. So go to heartlandmenshealth.com and take their quick 2-minute low T quiz. Then schedule a consult. Labs results in 30 minutes and a medical plan built just for you. And Heartland Men's Health is ready for you. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. So call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
Chiefs coverage brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. Visit eatandys.com to find the location nearest you. Top your day with a smile.
Let me tell you about my good friend Andy from Andy's Frozen Custard. He's from Kansas City, never misses a game, and serves the world's finest frozen custard. Tailgate with a pick 6, or grab a freshly made custom treat before or after a game, and tell him Mitch and Andy sent you.
Here's traffic, brought to you by DM Injury Law. Have you or a loved one been in a car wreck? Contact DM Injury Law today and get the money you deserve. Car wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Kansas side 70 eastbound, a little sluggish at the split with 670 with construction, and then 635 southbound, slow rolling, approaching I-35. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Wildcat fans, this is Wyatt Thompson. Tune in all season long to the play-by-play of the 2025 football season, right here on your home for K-State Athletics, 96.5 The Fan.
KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Here's Fescoe, Dusty, and Mac with this week's edition of Start, Bench, Cut.
No Fescoe in today, just Mac and myself will all 3 be back on Monday. We'll have the rest of the week off, and then we'll all be back here for you. Somebody says, so I texted in late yesterday, was up 60 in the championship. I had no one. He had Bijan and Puka. Oh, God. Was pounding stress beers. 9K on the line, won by 5.
Oh.
Wow. He must have been up huge, because what, Bijan had 39 ish. He had 200 plus all-purpose yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions. Whew, 9K on the line.
Damn. And Puka had a couple almost catches, not catches, had a touchdown.
I had
that
to get
wasn't
my
a touchdown.
car fixed. So if you want to Venmo me, Dustin Dash Likens.
Oh,
I'm
look
kidding.
at that next text from him. That's so nice.
I don't know. My computer's going off.
Oh. That's a good chunk. Thanks to Mac.
Hey,
we
so
go.
you should get paid. NIL.
I don't know about that. But hey, Fantasy Football Sundays will start again next year. I'll start before the draft. I'll help you out.
It's over?
Yeah, we're done. We're it.
That was season 1 in the books?
That's good. I guess my season 2 now.
Season 2 now, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You've been here 2 years. We've
Yeah.
been doing this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took the reins from me. And look,
Did.
people were winning 9K, and
Let's
I'm
go.
getting people just frustrated. So it works. Start, bench, cut, Mac, Dusty, Fescoe. I'm kidding. Don't answer that question. 913-586-7965. Start, bench, cut, free agent running backs next year. Breece Hall, Rico Dowdle, Travis Etienne. I'll throw a fourth, Derrick Henry.
I'll honestly, in that order, I'll start Breece, I'll bench Rico, I'll cut ETN, and I will double cut Derrick Henry. I'm sorry. I love you, Derrick Henry.
This is the last hurrah?
It's not even that.
Of the ageless wonder?
He's still got
the
juice.
greatest
Yeah.
running back we've
Yeah.
ever seen?
Of course. He's still got juice. He'll still be good next season. He's just not fit for this offense.
Fair. Start, bench, cut, legendary wide receivers, because we asked Dan Hughes. Of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This one I give you because Mr. Larry Fitzgerald headlines the Hall of Fame class of 2026.
Damn.
He, Frank Gore, and Jason Witten are the Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Frank Gore, and Jason Witten all headlining the 2026.
Not bad. Not bad.
So these three wide receivers, start, bench, cut: Larry Fitzgerald, Randy Moss, Andre Johnson.
Damn.
Shout out to the U, Andre.
That is
Cavender twins.
Man, that's a really good threesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, and this is for reference. You kind of gave this to Danon earlier with what was it? Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson, and
T.O.
And T.O. And he started with T.O.
He cut Calvin Johnson.
Cut Calvin Johnson. Wow. I'll start Randy Moss. I will bench Larry, and I will cut Andre Johnson. I feel bad. It's the second time I've cut Andre Johnson. I loved him growing up.
Biggest Cortland Finnegan fan over there in the world.
Yeah.
Dude got his ass kicked. But I never saw Andre Johnson bat an eye.
Exactly.
And then he lined up against Cortland Finnegan one game and just destroyed that
we're
man.
throwing hands.
What is it? Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than drops.
Yes.
In his career.
Yes.
That alone should get you into the NFL
Insane.
Hall of Fame.
It's insane. And it's like 8. It's a low number.
Yeah.
Just that's how least drops he has.
Yeah. Wow. Kadarius Toney has more drops in 3 seasons than Larry Fitzgerald has in 15.
Yeah.
That's insane. Overrated holidays: New Year's Eve, St. Patty's Day, Halloween.
Ones that I like.
Ones that are what you'd say overrated the most, start, bench, cut.
Oh, okay.
Like, what's the most overrated? Obviously, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I think New Year's Eve's definitely the most overrated. I'll bench Halloween, and I think St. Patrick's Day actually probably doesn't get enough love.
Thank you.
I like St. Patty's
Us
Day.
Irish guys appreciate that.
Yes, exactly.
St. Patty's Day should get love. We didn't know how great it was until it got taken away from COVID.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, shoot.
They didn't
I missed
put the
green
Chicago
beer.
River Green.
Yeah.
That is one thing I do. I don't want the green beer.
No, I don't
it's just something about the look of it.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Like one time my sister wanted to like improvise cooking. She made me a sandwich and put blue dye in the mayo. Couldn't eat it. I love you, Summer. Couldn't do it. Couldn't eat blue mayonnaise. I was out. Parents came home like, what'd you eat for lunch? I'm like, well, Summer tried to make me a sandwich. She put blue dye in the mayonnaise. Parents lost it. Thought I was joking. I do love you so much, Summer. I appreciate you. New Year's Eve, very overrated, but I think the older you get, it's kind of the perspective of what the previous year was and what you want to do further in life. So I think I think Halloween is very overrated.
Okay, that's fair.
I enjoy it. I think it's fun, but as I get older, it's more overrated. Right? Like when you do Halloween stuff nowadays, it's more so like, how can I benefit myself while these kids go do their thing?
Yeah,
New Year's Eve, I'm going to cook a fat steak if you're with your significant other.
Easy.
This year was so great. I can't wait for us. Single in a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Hannah's like, my favorite holiday is Halloween. I'm like, come on.
That's fair.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
to each their own. What was your Halloween costume this year?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I go to Christmas. Weather-wise, do you want a white Christmas? Do you want what we had this year? 65, cloudy, foggy, gray, but warm? Or do you want it cold but sunny?
I'll do white Christmas, cold but sunny, and then what we had. I want white Christmas. Give me
Didn't
the
really
snow.
have the juice. Didn't really have the Christmas juice
Yes,
because
that's
of the
what
weather.
I'm saying. It just felt weird. It felt odd. I mean, I was in Nashville, and it's usually cold there, and I was outside playing disc golf with the family on one of the baskets, just putting.
Yeah, just banging chains.
Yes, we were. It was Christmas morning.
Hell yeah.
In a T-shirt and shorts. It was just weird.
It's like when you do the Silent Night service, right? With the candles, you blow them out, and then you go outside, and you're like, guess I could have worn shorts.
Yeah. Doesn't have the same. It's weird. It's
Can't
not white
fall on your
Christmas.
knees. You got shorts. Oh, on your knees. Oh, Okay, ringing in the new year, what's your cocktail of choice? A seltzer, a brew, or a cocktail?
Where does Surfside fall into this?
Seltzer.
I know. I'm
not
like
a seltzer.
It's not a seltzer.
I would say cocktail.
I think it's a cocktail, so I gotta start.
Yeah,
that,
you gotta go Surfside
all the way.
because everyone will steal them. I promise you. Buy 2 cases of them.
Okay.
Put them in the fridge and watch them dissipate.
Yes, they always do.
People go, "Ooh, Surfside, Dusty here."
Exactly. There we go. Repping it on the jacket, baby.
You got to, man. Shout out Surfside.
Yeah, cocktail, beer, seltzer. I can't do the bubbles, man.
No bubbles.
No bubbles and
'Cause then
Surfside,
you
no
have
troubles.
zero troubles.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there will be Surfsides in the masses.
Starting tonight.
Oh, better believe. We have any bowl games on tonight?
I think there are some crappy ones. Drew would be like, actually, they're really good. Let me see.
NCAA football.
Oh, yeah, Tennessee's today.
Wow.
Yeah,
You mean to tell me you're not locked into Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana Tech? And then tonight you have USC versus TCU. Oh, we have some fun to bet tonight.
All right, yeah.
Some fun.
Yeah, Tennessee, I forgot, we're at 4:30.
That's a solid start.
Yeah, I'm okay
That's when
with
you
that.
start the
I was about to say that's when I start a
cocktails.
Surfside.
Yeah, that's when you pop the zero bowl, zero trouble.
That's the excuse
starting
right
at 4:30. And then tomorrow, Iowa, Vanderbilt, Michigan, Texas, Nebraska, Utah, and then the banger, the U versus Ohio State. Ohio State is going to crush Miami.
I think so.
Carson Beck is going to get absolutely destroyed.
Yes.
And I am ready for it because he already broke that poor girl's heart.
Oh, I know.
Miss Cavender.
Your girl.
You know what I mean? Continuing with Start Bench Cut, we go into what you want. Start Bench Cut for the draft of the Chiefs. Defensive end, wide receiver, running back.
That's it. For the draft specifically, defensive end, wide receiver, running back. In my perfect world, Breece Hall is a Chief by draft time. That way I can look in the 3rd and 4th round and get that second running back.
Okay. A lot of people taking the 70 degrees all day on Christmas.
Well, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Start Bench Cut. These are your girls. Cavender twins, whichever one. I don't know. Do you have one that you
I think
like?
Haley's I think she's the single one. I think Hannah's the one getting married to
to
Jake
Ferguson. Yeah, to Ferguson. Okay, so her, Livy Dunn, and Kay Adams.
Start Kay Adams.
Wow.
Bench Livy Dunn. Cut the Cavender.
Wow.
It would have gotten real challenging if you'd thrown Paige Sporadic, Margot Robbie, and Kay Adams in there.
Wolf of Wall Street's on Netflix, and I just was flipping on. I was doing
Unreal.
Yeah, it's
Unreal.
It's wow.
Nowhere.
Hello, America.
I mean, just nobody's even close to that. I mean, you know how much I love Kay Adams.
Yes.
There is no one, and I mean no one, from here to Pluto that's in Margot Robbie's realm.
Yep.
And she's Australian.
I know. You forget that when you see her in her movies, and then you see her talking normal life. You're like, whoa.
Hello, America. Or hello, Australia. How about this? Who you'd rather see win it all? Bills, Philly, New England.
Well, I can't. Cut is not enough. Cut is not enough for Philly. Get them the hell out of here.
They might do it, dude.
I know, which is really annoying.
And their coach is going to really talk a bunch of smack.
I was thinking about that. Have we ever seen like a bad coach win a Super Bowl, let alone back-to-back? Because I still don't think he's a good coach. Get them the hell out of here. Send them to the sun. I'm going to vote Buffalo, number 1.
You want to see the Bills do it?
Yeah.
Buffalo Mac, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight, oh Buffalo Mac.
That's where I'm at, man.
Shout out, It's a Wonderful Life.
Great movie.
What do you want me to do, Mary? You want to put a lasso around the moon? I'll get you the moon, Mary.
Hot dog.
Hot dog, $1 million. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter.
So good.
Thank you. Coming up next here, Herbert, Lawrence, or May. Start Bench Cut when it comes to this year's playoffs.
This year's playoffs, Lawrence, Herbert, May.
Okay. No love for the MVP. A lot of big shoes to fill with an award that you just were awarded last night because of Matthew Stafford. And last but not least, in Start Bench Cut, quarterbacks going to the playoffs this year, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, CJ Stroud.
This is tough. This is really hard.
I like massive sacks.
I'll start CJ. It's been a good month for him. I like that defense behind him. I think he'll be able to game manage, and he's got experience. He's won 2 playoff games. I'll bench Bo Nix, and I'll cut Caleb Williams, even though it hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Coming up on the other side, there are incentives that are heavily out there in the world. We'll do one word, but we'll do bet or pass with Mac Morey next on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for K-State athletics. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey guys, it's Dusty Likens. Let me tell you about my friends over at GiveMeTheVin.com, because I'm sure you've got a car that you're trying to get rid of. Well, I can tell you how to do it easily with GiveMeTheVin.com, because they want to buy your car, whether it is your daily driver pickup truck, SUV, minivan, supercar, or exotic. So say goodbye to dealing with all those dealerships and private sale tire kickers and get a true buy offer for your car. GiveMeTheVin.com puts your car right on the money, providing you with a hassle-free online option to sell your car for more. It's as simple as going to GiveMeTheVin.com and entering your car's VIN number or license plate number. You'll get an offer on your car in minutes. That is way above any dealer quote. You can go to one of their pickup locations, or they'll even come to you. It's as easy and it's fast. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer. Hit it, boys.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Ready for action, hockey fans? BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is giving players another reason to lace up and hit the ice this season. BetMGM is adding extra excitement to the goals, the checks, the face-offs, and the breakaways with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find odds boost tokens, no sweat tokens, and parlay boost tokens in your account to amplify your winnings. Enjoy enhanced product features like Dark Mode 2. Log into BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, all throughout the hockey season to see what's new. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Hey, it's almost Andy Reid. Who knew a Halloween costume would change my life and lead me to Renner Garage Door? Renner's KC's go-to team for service, repair, and replacement.
RENNER, RENNER.
Hey, it's Brian Balding here. Pros don't just show up. They prove how it's done. Makita tools at the Home Depot are built with precision. Without shortcuts, Makita delivers results that reward hard work. Year after year, designed for the toughest jobs. It's a choice for pros who invest in performance, not just tools. When the job calls for the best, call on Makita. Built to be the best, available at the Home Depot. How pros get more done.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi there, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Carter. Our dad is Rex with Rex Buys KC.
If you're thinking about selling a home in Kansas City and don't know where to start, our dad can help.
Sometimes life throws curveballs, like moving for a new job, dealing with a divorce, or inheriting a house you weren't expecting.
Dad doesn't just make offers, he talks with people to help them understand all of their options. No pressure, and it doesn't cost anything to talk with his team.
He's a local home buyer who really knows Kansas City. If selling to him is the right choice, he'll give you a fair cash offer, and you can close on your timeline even in as little as 7 days.
He buys homes in any condition. No need for repairs, no fees, no surprises.
Just an honest, easy process so you feel good about your decision.
Want to talk to him? Call 816-330-6000 or go to rexbuyskc.com.
Rex Buys KC, helping people make smart choices one home at a time.
Looking for something smart, soulful, and full of heart? I'm Jen Hatmaker, host of For the Love, the podcast where we talk about what really matters. Love and family, faith and purpose. Every week, I'm joined by incredible guests for honest conversations that invite all of us to live with more intention passion, more laughter, and more connection. Join us on For the Love wherever you get your podcasts.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-939-1441. That's 800-939-1441.
Dane Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Dane & Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Today, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 43.
Weather brought to you by Robert Half. Our recruiters' expertise and award-winning AI will find you the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
And to my brother George, the richest man in town. Had to get that in because we were doing It's a Wonderful Life quotes earlier. Somebody, Zuzu's pedals. Somebody had that one on the text.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hey there, Ernie. Oh my God, my lips bleeding again. This comes from Willie Sears on Facebook. He says, start bench cut, Dusty. Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hall, or Caitlin Clark? Sophie Cunningham. I still think she'd be one of the more fun people to go get cocktails with and just see where the night went.
Yeah, she seems really fun. Really funny, smart.
Yeah, she was on with Caleb Presley.
Yeah.
Sunday Conversations.
Oh, I bet that was great.
Oh, fantastic. She's got that riz, dude. She's got that charisma that I like.
Yep.
She's got
she's
the type,
natural.
and she's like the type of girl I think where I could be like, hey, you want to go play 18 real quick, and then we'll go get brunch and just like get wasted. Yeah.
She's like, sweet.
Let's do it. Sign me up. Sophie Cunningham, a diamond in the rough that went to Columbia and is from Missouri. So, coincidence? I think not. How about this from Sam Block on Twitter? Rams are ice cold. Bills are inconsistent. 49ers are banged up. Eagles win ugly. You don't trust the Seahawks. You don't trust the Broncos. You don't trust the Bears. You don't trust the Pats. You don't trust the Jags. And you don't trust the Texans. So I ask, who's going to win the Super Bowl?
It's
this is going to be awesome. To me, this tournament is going to look a lot like what it was like when March Madness had NIL and everybody did their brackets, right? And the transfer portal was alive. And everybody's like, Kansas, Duke, Carolina, UConn. And then all of a sudden you're like, where's Arkansas coming from? You're like, oh, you didn't know. Well, they have a ton of NIL money. They brought a bunch of guys from the transfer portal, and that's why they're good. Oh, you didn't know about this team. You didn't know that Florida was a pipeline of talent of the NIL and transfer portal. That's what I feel like this Super Bowl is going to look like. There is no Mahomes. There is no Burrow. There may not be no Lamar Jackson. Not that it matters. Lamar can't win the playoffs. But, like, this is that year where it's like, well, Trevor Lawrence was the first overall pick, won a national title, was praised to be the Prince of Promise. And then you're like, well, Josh Allen, he's always kind of been here. Here he is. I have no idea.
I don't know.
And to me, chaos sells.
Yes. Oh, 100%, man.
And I think that in the sport of the NFL, and maybe you can have this conversation real quickly, where is chaos better? In the NFL or in college basketball when it comes to the March Madness tournament? Because both are one and done. You, like a lot of you in your fantasy leagues, you could go 11-1, and then you play the person that snuck in, and all of a sudden you're out. You could play the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 1, Houston Texans, and somehow, because Rodgers looked really good on that final drive. Like, that's why they went and got Aaron Rodgers. Can you win us a game when we need you to win us a game?
It was terrible for the other 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Correct. But it was weird when that motor clicked. You're like, there's that guy. Yeah. He's quickly throwing it. He's spinning it through tight windows, and then for some reason just kept targeting MVS.
Loves MVS.
That he does. But it is interesting.
Alan Lazard, yeah.
Because it's like all those are valid points, right? Rams being cold, Bills being inconsistent, Niners banged up, Eagles win ugly.
Can't trust.
No trust.
No trust in any of these other teams.
Little trust.
Well, that's
big trust.
Big trust. That's why I mentioned the Texans and no trust. I agree, but it's a team that's been to the playoffs now 3 years in a row. They've won a playoff game each of the last 2 seasons, and they have the first or second best defense. And what are we saying on the NFC side, right? Like, experience and defense with the Philadelphia Eagles is making us kind of lean that direction. Plus, the last few weeks, how we've seen them perform and get healthier. To me, are the Houston Texans the AFC Eagles right now? Because that's it. They've gotten healthier. They've gotten better the last few weeks. They don't have the running game.
Yeah. The similarities are uncanny.
I trust C.J. Stroud more than I trust Jalen Hurts.
Do you trust A.J. Brown or Nico Collins more? Dallas Goedert, Dalton Schultz.
It's like these are really even.
Marks or Barkley?
Like, obviously, I'll take Barkley.
Hurts, Stroud.
I'll take Stroud.
D-line.
It's pretty close. I mean, I kind of like edge rushers. Yeah, that's fair.
Phillies is just...
It's all four is the thing. All four of them.
And the pressure is generated from all fronts.
Yes.
Like, it could be Jalen Carter this time. It could be Jalen Carter's teammate the next time. It could be their teammate the other time.
No, you're right.
It's going to be fun, dude. I know the Chiefs aren't in it, and we've advocated that it's okay to have 1 year off.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have another year off.
Hell no. Unacceptable.
But this is, if I'm going to have the year off, this is the one.
This is a good year, man.
I don't want to see a league. And to be fair, and this is just conversation, I don't want to have the season where it's like only Mahomes missed.
Yeah.
Right? Like, say, like Burrow, Allen, Lamar, Herbert, Lawrence, all those guys made it. And then it's like, all right. I also kind of love the foreshadowing that we might be getting because for Mahomes' career, he's been comped to Tom Brady. Now Mahomes is taking a back seat due to injury and a terrible season that the Chiefs had. And who's the MVP?
Drake May.
Who's the coach of the year?
It's going to be Mike Vrabel.
New England might be back.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be what? Can Drake May catch Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
And here we go again.
On the
carousel.
turntables.
Right. And now it's going to be, can Drake May get to 3 championships within his first 6 years or 7 years like Patrick Mahomes did?
Last game at Arrowhead. Hosting the Cincinnati Bengals and Steve Spagnuolo as the head coach. The picture that you painted, which was beautiful yesterday. Joe Burrow, it's the Bengals. Burrow had the whole thing with Spags. Last game at Arrowhead for the AFC Championship game. Or same scenario, but it is Drake May and the Patriots. Reverse of Mahomes and Brady trying to catch which one?
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
Give Patriots?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because that's what it's going to be. Because Patriots dynasty fans, for very obvious reasons, have always kind of scoffed at the Chiefs. Like, you haven't done it for 20 years. Nice run. It was for 10. It wasn't 20. We had that one guy on the show. I can't even remember his name. He's like, yeah, dynasty has to be 20 years. Get bent.
That was Gary Myers.
Yeah, Gary Myers.
Gary.
And
you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
Fair.
Get bent.
Because then I saw a lot of New England truthers out there yesterday going, congrats on the run with the AFC East, boys, and the Bills. 5 years. Cool story.
I know. Tom Brady's second longest streak was 6. He had 11 and 6. Also, Bills, only team to win their division 5 straight years and not make a Super Bowl. Jeez.
Yeah, this playoff system is going to be nuts. I mean, we already talked about it earlier, the potential, what could be the 7-2 games going in. Because you know one's going to be 3:30. The other one, or will they split them day to day?
They'll split them day to day.
So we'll have the night game on Saturday. It could be Bills Patriots in New England, or it could be Green Bay and Chicago.
Yes.
Either way, locked the F in.
So in, dude. And then that Saturday 3:30 game is Pittsburgh and Houston, which it is every season now. Every season it's Pittsburgh and Houston Saturday 3:30.
I don't know if this is a real text. What exactly does get bent mean? I responded. I can't say it on air, but I feel like that is like the response that it means.
Yeah, screw you.
Somebody says, do you guys think the Patriots will come to Arrowhead next season? Do we play the AFC East?
I'd have to look at the division.
Because I know we play the NFC West. Because a lot of people think that game against the Rams could be in Australia.
Yeah.
I think we do play the AFC East. We do play the AFC East. Well, if you're the third place finisher, you would get the easier games at home, correct? So you would get New England and Buffalo at home, and then you would go to the Jets and to Miami.
To Miami, yeah, that's great.
So Tyreek Hill will be lined up at receiver in Miami for the Kansas City Chiefs next year? Yay or nay on that?
Nay.
Okay, too much money?
Money, that injury, the attitude.
Fair.
All of it.
Fair. Somebody says the 49ers are getting hot. Purdy, bruh.
Purdy, bruh, for sure,
No,
dude.
all right, we're in on that.
Yes, we were talking about it.
That was the best I'd ever seen Brock Purdy look.
100%.
No doubt about it.
Yes.
The toe is fixed. The confidence is there. And Shanahan's got him doing the right thing.
And Shanahan's just locked
He doesn't
in.
have Ayuk. He doesn't have Kittle.
He doesn't have Kittle.
He does have Christian McCaffrey, who's just that. So let me ask you this for fantasy football next year.
Yeah.
Number 1 overall pick.
I know.
Bijan Robinson, Christian McCaffrey, or Jameer Gibbs.
Well,
because those are going to be your first three picks.
Right? That's going to be the conversation.
Because this year it was like Saquon, Jamar Chase, and
I think it was
probably Gibbs or Bijan.
Yeah.
Those were your top 4. At least in most leagues that I monitored or that I was in, those were the first 4 picks taken. It was Gibbs, Robinson, Saquon, and Jamar Chase.
I think I leaned, and I was very anti-Saquon number 1 pick
and
this
we're
year.
talking full point PPR.
Yep. And for that same reason that I'll say McCaffrey not number 1, I'll say Saquon is. I just don't like the usage in the back-to-back years. I didn't think Saquon was going to do that again, or at least have it close to a repeat. That's been the case. McCaffrey, injuries, 1 year on, 1 year off. I'm just kind of like number 1 pick. Now, if it's the number 3 pick, yeah, all right, he just fell to me. Yeah, I'm going to do that because after this season, Christian McCaffrey is up there with maybe the best fantasy football player of all time. It's like him, LaDainian Tomlinson. There are a few guys that have had runs like Christian McCaffrey. So I get why you would do it, but personally, I'd lead Bijan.
Somebody in the text line says Puka if Stafford comes back.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
injuries.
I mean, think about that. If you pick in the top 5 next year, you're picking one of those 5.
We haven't even talked about Jamar Chase,
mm-hmm.
who was also a guy who was in that top 3, top 4 range this year as well. He was talked about a
no,
lot.
he lived up to his expectations, I think.
Yeah,
he missed a game, and then they missed Burrow, but he had a couple big games with Jake Browning.
Mm-hmm.
I still probably think he was probably like a wide receiver 5 this year. Wide receiver play was kind of down this year for fantasy numbers. Justin Jefferson wasn't there. Jamar Chase had up and downs. Chris Olave came out of nowhere with Tyler Shuck. That's another guy to keep your eye on next year. If they keep that tandem together, we could do this forever.
100%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
honestly.
Yes.
So let's get into what is incentive-heavy Week 18.
Ooh, let's do it.
Because we have bet or pass with Mac Morey with incentive-heavy lines coming up next week in the NFL's Week 18 slate.
And we know this, and the books have reacted over the years, right? So that they're not going to be exactly as juicy as they used to be, but this is still something where we can get an edge a little bit on these books. And maybe if you start now, you can be, the whale rather than the...
Yeah, there's sharks and there's whales. Or you can be the gazelle, or you can be the whales and gazelles. Either get it now or wait.
Well, let's see if we can get it now. Stephon Diggs, we'll start here. 8 more catches for a $500,000 bonus. He needs 130 yards to cash another $1 million. So basically, 8 catches and 130 yards would mean $1.5 million for Diggs. What do you think about either of those? 130 is a lot.
I don't like that. That's a little high for me. I think that's one of those where I think New England had a great year. He played a good role. He wasn't a distraction like a lot of people thought he could have been for coming from Buffalo. Dating Cardi B. Remember he was doing that, whatever was in that pink bag on that boat, and everybody was just, rocking their BBLs.
Oh, yeah.
I think they just write him a check and say, hey, man, here's your 1.5. Now, they do play the Dolphins of a bottom 10 secondary, but again, 8 catches for 100 yards or 130 for 8, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
Especially with, I assume they're going to play their starters. They have to keep the number 1 seed in their favor.
Yes, they will definitely play their starters.
So
his best game this season was
against Buffalo.
Against Buffalo, 10 for 146, and then 2 weeks ago against Baltimore, 9 for 138. So those are his 2 best games of the year, and they are at that mark.
Why not? I'm not touching that one.
Yeah,
that's just too high for me. Puka's number last night was 7 and 100, and he didn't do it.
He didn't do it. Yeah,
against not a great secondary.
He's had 8 catches 3 times this season. It's gonna be tough. That's a tough one. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I pass. I think I pass. Yeah, let's pass on that one. Sam Darnold, Our boy, 150 passing yards to unlock a $500,000 bonus. And how about 3 touchdowns? 3 or more passing touchdowns, $500,000. So he could unlock $1 million with 150 and 3 tuds. I mean, 150 seems that's right. That we can lock that. Now, betting that is kind of the problem. That's going to be minus 500. Maybe you bump that up to 200.
Yeah. 150, 3 or more passing touchdowns. Faces the Niners. I feel
Saturday night?
I feel like he could do it, but again, it's another one of those Sam Darnold narratives where it's like, it's a big game. It's a divisional game. All
Prime
the
time.
lights, all the eyes, all the televisions on Saturday night are going to be on this game, whether you believe it or not. It's the second of the 2. The first one's kind of the appetizer, right? I'll have a couple wings. I'll take a couple salmon dip bites, but I'm going to save room for the steak, potatoes, and asparagus. That's what this game is.
Yes.
And if you believe in Sam Darnold, then you bet on this. 150, 3 touchdowns, lock me in.
I love it. And honestly, we just saw the Niners defense get ravaged, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen them get beat. That is something that's why I'm hesitant with them with the Super Bowl, because of that defense. They really need Fred Warner to come back for the playoffs. Saquon Barkley moving on with incentives here that are we could maybe capitalize on and make a little bit of money in Week 18.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
Saquon Barkley, 87 scrimmage yards to hit 1,500 on the season, and that would unlock a $500,000 bonus. So 87 scrimmage yards, all purpose. Yeah,
Hammer.
him hit that all day.
He might just get that in rushing.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say you could maybe just do this 90 yards rushing because they play
Washington.
Yeah, they play Washington. It's a bad old,
Third most
slow.
rushing yards allowed.
There you go.
And you know they're checked out.
Yeah, they have been checked out.
1, 2, 3, Cancun. I think you hammer Saquon. Been a down year. I think Sirianni is a player's guy and a fan hater, whether you like that or not. I think that he knows this. We know this. They know that. Hey, we got to get Saquon 87, and then we're going to play with Tank Bigsby the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So go get your 87. We're going to run the ball. I mean, they didn't. You thought that they'd run the ball against Buffalo. First 3 plays of the game, pass. Fourth play of the game, run. 7 yards. In miserable conditions. Still won the game. Didn't understand the play calling. But for 87 scrimmage yards and a $500,000 check, got to think they're going to let Saquon eat on that.
I would imagine. It's again, scrimmage yards.
Yeah.
30-yard screen pass. You're already 50 yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I would bet that for sure.
Yes. And I may even bump it up to 100. Tony Pollard over there on the Tennessee Titans, 66 rushing yards to cash $250K bonus, 2 more touchdowns for $250,000. He has had 85 rushing yards in 4 straight games. He's looked pretty good. He's still got juice. I think he might be a free agent after this season too. That's a guy I wouldn't be super mad about adding.
My
either.
question is, are you really going to put money on a Tennessee Titans player you know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right. You're right. Who do they? Well, let me just pull up the schedule here. So
divisional opponent.
Yeah.
I
think they play the Jags.
Yeah, it's Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's at Jacksonville.
And Jacksonville is going to play their starters?
They will play their starters, yes. That is for the division. They need to win.
I don't like the 2 touchdowns, but I like the 66 rushing yards.
Yeah, I'll take 66 rushing.
Because, see, you could parlay a lot of this, where you could be like, Darnold, 3 touchdowns, Pollard, 70-yard rushing. 67 yards rushing.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley, 87 yards rushing and passing. And then you'd be like, hey, your guys' incentives hit, my incentives hit. I like the yards for Pollard. I don't like the touchdowns. But let me bet the rushing yards, not the touchdowns. On incentive, one word.
He should have had a touchdown against the Chiefs. I mean, it was over the goal line. Would have made me a lot of money, and they took it back. It's okay, though. Keenan Allen will make some money. How much is the question here? He's 11 yards away from $250K, so he's getting those 11 yards, you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
Needs 6 catches for a massive $750,000 incentive. And they faced the Broncos, obviously, this week.
Mm-hmm.
He had 7 catches against them earlier this season. So 7 catches for $750,000.
I take this bet because I believe this is the last ride for Keenan.
Me
so
too.
Collect as much cash as you can.
And him and Herbert are bros.
And they are, and I don't know what's happened. I think this is the Keenan Allen effect. Ladd McConkey, massive disappointment this year.
Sucks.
Saw him available in fantasy football in like round 2, very low.
He was one of our favorite guys.
Correct.
Last year.
Because I took Jamar Chase overall 1 in 1 draft, and then I had the, second or the last pick of the second round, and McConkey was there, and I'm like, okay, I have Chase and McConkey. That should be 40 points a week.
Yes.
Wasn't the case.
Hasn't happened.
They signed Keenan Allen late, and Keenan Allen took a lot of shares away from Ladd McConkey. So I do believe that Keenan Allen can get 6 for 11.
7.
I mean, I'm sorry, yes. Well, it says he needs 6 catches for a massive 750,000.
Oh, you're right, 6 catches. He had 7. But
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
So give me 6 for, I don't know, you could just be really easy on this. It'd be like minus 900, but you could just take the 11 yards.
Yeah.
But I think the 6 catches could play.
For sure.
It's going to be a backup quarterback. It's not going to be Herbert. You're going to have to throw to your trusted guy. So I could see Keenan Allen be like, hey, man, I need 6 for 11. I'm just going to run 5-yard outs all day. Just find me. I'll make sure it happens.
Yeah, I'll catch it.
Because it's not Herbert in this game. They're benching Herbert
you're right.
for this game.
It'll be Trey Lance.
Correct. That makes a little bit of a difference.
I don't know. That kind of makes me like it more because Keenan's such a safety blanket.
Sure.
So it's like Trey Lance, like, oh, where's Keenan? You know, it's like
Trey Lance complete 6 passes. That's the question. That should be an incentive worth $4 million.
Maybe that's what we bet on. Trey Lance to complete 6 passes.
Right.
We'll continue here before we get out of here. Let's do a Chief, Marquise Brown.
Ooh. 1 touchdown, right? That's been the number all year, like the last 5 weeks.
Last 5 weeks for $250K, and he's 102 yards away from $625,000.
Let's get Hollywood. No, let's get Hollywood. Let's bet this.
Let's bet
102. His best game was what? 99 yards
99
against the
week
Chargers week 1.
Yes.
And then we never saw him again. Give me the touchdown at 102. Who else is catching the ball?
That's true.
Or is it going to be the Travis Kelce
Jalen
parlay
Royals.
once again?
Hopefully. I'd rather have that.
Because what? Kelce needs 53 yards to pass Jason Witten of all time. That's kind of an incentive.
It is.
It is. You taking Jason Kelce. You taking Travis Kelce over 53.5 yards receiving against the Raiders in his final game of his career.
I'm going to do it.
Why not?
Why not? Parlay that with a couple of things, and there you go. You're making some money.
I do like the Rico Dowdle incentive that seems like a slam dunk. 7 total yards for $1 million and 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Against Tampa Bay.
Bet him for 50 and a tud, and that's probably a decent bet.
That is the incentive bet or pass here on Fescoe and Dusty, but it is going to be just Mac and myself. For the final 20 minutes, we'll set you up for the rest of the year and get out of here, and we'll join you again next Monday. So here we go. Somebody says, are the Chargers benching Justin Herbert? Yep, that's what we said. He's not playing. So Trey Lance will be the one throwing to Keenan Allen. We'll be right back here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is Isaiah Pacheco, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
At Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2, our mission is to build strong partnerships between our members, our business partners, our customers, and our community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with us. If you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide